hot mic, hot mic.
Yeah, mics are hot. What you said. Race car spelled backwards is still race car. This is the Race Car Spelled Backwards podcast. Hey, what's going on? My name is Brad, and with me, as always, is Jamie, and this is the Race Car Spelled Backwards podcast, episode 44. This is our season 1 finale, Jamie.
44. Wow.
Yeah, I'm with you. I thought 45 would have been a better number to stop at, but next week's kind of Christmas week, so we
got to work. We got to buy presents. We got to celebrate.
Yeah, we got to wrap this show up for the year.
I think at my house, since all of my children are adults, we're going to have a Fireball Christmas.
Oh, like
Fireball?
Like Freddy Kraft Fireball.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea.
No. Well, that's something to do at night.
With your family, that'll be quite
Christmas
interesting.
Night. Well, they're all nerds but me, so we'll get them loosened up, and we'll pull out the guns.
Do your kids drink? Pull out the guns?
Yeah.
Your idea of a good time is let's get drunk and pull out the guns.
Right. Shoot in the sky.
What are you going to shoot? You know that
stars?
Bullet, you can shoot that bullet up and it can come down and kill somebody on the way down.
Well, aim at an angle towards a planted pine. You got 300 acres of planted pine over.
I saw an episode of CSI Las Vegas one time where like they shot a gun and
I remember that.
Up in the sky just fired off. It
came down and killed somebody.
Yeah. So
I don't think they could actually catch you.
I don't think that would happen. I mean, I guess it could happen theoretically.
The majority of my guns are inherited, so.
Muskets?
Yeah, the muskets.
your Zaxby musket?
Hey, we do have from my mother's side of the family, it's probably a musket, a rifle. Her ancestor fought for the Confederacy, and he ran up to Chattanooga because they didn't have cars.
So he walked?
Yeah.
Jogged?
And then he fought in Chickamauga and said, "This sucks." And he walked back home.
I quit.
But he kept his rifle.
Take this war and shove it. I'm done.
He's like, I don't know any slaves. Let's get out of here.
I'm going back home. No horse or nothing.
No, I'm just walked home, man.
Him and a rifle.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that might make a good
Thanks for the rifle, Robert E. Lee.
And y'all still have the rifle?
Yeah.
That's actually pretty neat. I killed my first deer when I was a kid.
With a Confederate rifle?
With a musket. With a muzzleloader.
Oh, a muzzleloader. Yeah.
I say I killed my first deer. It was the only deer I ever killed. It was shortly after I gave up hunting. It's too early for me, man. I have no problem going hunting. If we could do it at like 11 in the afternoon, sleep in, get up, get in a deer stand, the deer come out around lunch. You know what I mean? Well, I don't want to sit there all day and wait.
No, it sucks.
On something that might happen. My son and my dad, they hunt every weekend during hunting season. Love it. They kill one deer a year. They usually get a doe, but they hunt on they're only looking for big deer. So they're not going to shoot.
They're big game hunters?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he's not going to just shoot any deer. You know, he lets them mature.
See, I would shoot any deer out of boredom.
Oh. Yeah.
Time to go. I shot one.
I would sleep. That was the first deer I killed. My dad had to wake me up. I was asleep. And he's like, wake up. I woke up, rolled over, shot the deer, went back to sleep.
See, my grandfather would hand us a 22 when we'd visit him and just tell us to go down to the pond and shoot frogs and moccasins.
Well, my granddad, we had I want to say it was a 16 gauge shotgun. Or an 18. It was basically a snake gun. That's all it was. They had just snake shot in it. And we had that. Me and my cousin would carry around with us if we never needed to shoot a snake. But I don't know. Guns were just readily around when I was a kid. I had BB guns from the earliest age I can remember. I had a Red Ryder.
I had a Red Ryder.
22s.
But you couldn't shoot the old Coke bottles. Remember the returnable ones? Yeah, because the BB would ricochet off, come back and hit you.
You weren't going to break that bottle. It's coming back. So today's show, we're going to break down some Christmas gag white elephant type style gifts. We got a little bit of NASCAR news to talk about. And we have 2 emails to read today from listeners, and the motels we're going to be reviewing are from our halfway point on the Cannonball Run in OKC.
Was Hirsch, was he Dutch? Is he the Dutch boy that pulled his finger out of the dike and then all the other emails started flowing out? Do we thank Hirsch for that?
Oh, the whole segment's brought to
What's
you
his
by
name?
Hirsch.
Hirschberger? Bogger?
Well, we're going to go with Hirsch.
Hirsch dude?
Hirscher.
Hirscher?
Hershey.
I don't remember his last name.
No,
Do you remember?
No, but if it wasn't for her,
Hirsch Yankee dude.
he started this, so this is his trend. So the whole segment from here on out is brought to you by Hirsch. So,
and you know what? If you guys want to keep the segment going, you need to send emails to that email.
yes, we're definitely gonna need emails.
Which I don't remember the email.
The email is racecarbackwards.pod@gmail.com.
I forgot the password you gave me, Brad, but don't give it to me on our recording.
Yeah. Jamie has the password, everybody.
No, you told it to me.
Well, he forgot it. I'll give it to him again.
I'm a year older now and Alzheimer's set in.
Yeah, that's a fact. You can go to racecarbackwards.com and our email address, you can find it there as well.
I got confused.
You can DM me on Twitter. You can if you DM Jamie on
I'll
Twitter,
get to it within a week.
Yeah, he checks it like once every 7 days. So I check mine usually daily. But
Well, there's too many fake tweets out there.
no, Elon's cleaning it up, man.
It's fake tweets.
Hey, tomorrow is the 13th, right?
According to the calendar.
Yeah, so tomorrow's one of our listeners, Kim, it's her birthday. So happy birthday to Kim tomorrow or today, depending on when she listens.
Yeah, we don't have
The
a way to
13th.
track when someone listens. It's not like DNA listening.
So happy birthday to Kim on December 13th. Whatever day you listen on, happy birthday.
Yeah, we set it on the day before, so we did it on time.
Yeah, we're actually a day early.
But if she doesn't listen, we're not going to get it posted till tomorrow night. Tonight.
So she probably won't listen until her birthday.
Yeah.
So you ready to jump into these gift ideas? Man, I'm so excited to look at these gifts. I text Jamie Friday. Well,
He doesn't tell me what he's doing. He just says, I got these awesome ones, dude.
This is like Saturday morning at 1 a.m. I'm texting Jamie. I'm still up on Amazon looking at gifts, laughing, having a blast.
And my Alzheimer's had hit in, and I forgot my wife's name was Jody, so I said, Jill.
Jill.
Can you give me my pudding, Jill?
You wackadoodle. You ain't getting anything.
Where's my Jell-O pudding?
So the first gift this week is a children's book.
Dude, that's wrong.
And the name of the book is Hookers and Blow. Save Christmas.
Jeez Louise.
So Tom Transport is stuck in a snowdrift with all the presents for the town Christmas party.
That looks like Bob the Builder stuff there.
It's up to Hookers, the tow truck, and Blow, the snowblower, to make their way through the snow to save the day and the party. This is a heartwarming story of friendship and helping out that is perfectly safe for the kids, but with a few snickers that adults with a slightly bent sense of humor can enjoy while reading alone.
Sneakers?
Snickers.
You should, so that it's not tennis shoes, it's a candy bar?
Correct.
So you should have, fun-sized Snickers laying around for you and your kids while you read Hookers and Blow?
When I first saw this, I was dying laughing. I didn't even realize that it was a kid's book until I read the description, because Hookers and Blow. That
sounds better than my Fireball Christmas.
Hookers and Blow. You're going to have a Hookers and Blow save.
I'll read that to the children under the Christmas tree lights, Christmas Day.
This book, for the paperback version of this book, is $9.95.
Well, that's a bargain. What's the rating?
Overall, it got a 4.7 out of 5, and it has 3,699 ratings.
Huh.
So some of the reviews we saw on here were from Ernest. I don't know how you say his last name, but I'm going to pronounce it wrong anyway. Kerkiewicz. That sound right?
Sure, that's not Kozlowski's cousin?
No, it's Kre, so that'd be Cree, Ke, that'd be key, and then witch.
Creaky witch.
Creaky witch. Like a creaky witch. Like a creaky floor.
Wow,
creaky witch.
Ernest stole Christmas.
So, well, Hookers and Blow saved it. Ernest stole it, and Hookers and Blow saved it. So Ernest gave this one a 3 out of 5. He said it's not very naughty. Based on the book title, I was hoping the humor would be more adult-oriented. It is disappointingly tame.
But he didn't even read the ad because it says the whole family can enjoy with some Snickers.
We can eat snickerdoodles and read Hookers. I mean, what kind of Christmas tradition is this? We sit around every Christmas Eve around the fire.
With Hookers and Blow.
Hookers and Blow.
Can you imagine your 8-year-old going back to school after the holidays? We read Hookers and Blow, teacher.
Oh, you know it would happen, too.
Oh, they would send child services.
So Richard M. gave it a 5 out of 5. I read through it before I sent it as a gift to 2 people with little kids. It's safe to read with kids, and maybe someday when they grow up, they'll get the pun in the title. Once you get past the title, however, the puns evaporate. Nothing to hold a prurient interest of parent deprived of pleasure due to all the rugrats running around. I don't get it.
Well, he does say that, plot was not that deep or compelling, but he says it's good, something to read to the kids.
So, Private says it's disappointing. Private gave it a 1 out of 5.
How can you be private but be a verified purchaser?
Your name's Private.
Private Ryan?
No, I mean, that's their name, Private.
If I had another child, I'd call it Private Ryan. So it could be Private making the review. My future child
could name it Saving.
Come back in time and gave a review
Private Ryan.
Because I read this Christmas, and his older siblings told Private Ryan Farrow that it was funny.
Well, Private Ryan Farrow gave it a 1.
The time traveler.
The time traveler, Private Ryan Farrow, gave it a 1 out of 5. Said it's a really funny title. However, there's nothing else humorous in the book. The title offers so many opportunities for puns and innuendos, which are all missed. I bought this as a funny white elephant gift, but it was not funny.
Sounds like something my children would say about a funny gift I gave them.
Well, here's the thing.
They're all serious in my household.
To me, the title is funny. That's all that matters. Like, when you're doing those white elephant games around Christmas time.
How much is this? I think I might send this to family members.
$9.95.
Oh, what a bargain.
But when you're doing those gifts, you're not sitting there opening and going, well, hang on, before I want to swap with you, I'm going to need you to read this book out loud. All that matters is the name of it.
Yeah.
When I saw this on Amazon for the first time, I didn't realize that it was Hookers the Tow Truck and Blow the Snowblower. All I saw was Hookers and Blow. Then I realized it was a book, and then I saw Save Christmas. But Hookers and Blow is what caught my attention.
Have you ever visited a hooker?
No. My grandfather was a hooker.
Was a hooker?
Remember, we discussed this on the show. He hooked the trailers to the trucks, so he was a hooker.
So when I was like 16...
Blow was a really good movie with Johnny Depp.
In D.C., when I was 16, my friend Jeff and I, and I'm not going to give his last name, his dad was in the mafia.
Jeff from the mafia.
His dad was a hitman from the mafia. I didn't learn this till I was older.
Did he get shells from hookers?
I dated his sister.
Jeff's or his dad's?
My dad. That's when I found out his dad was in the mafia, because my father, being from the Northeast, said, I don't know how you're going to break up with her without dying, but you need to find a way out of this one. I'm like, why?
Why are you dating a Gambino, son?
Well, they weren't the Gambino family. But if I had a picture of Jeff and his father, you'd go, geez, they're the same people. I'll show you a picture, but it won't be on here. But anyway, we went to a massage parlor that we heard was a hooker house in D.C. And Jeff went in first.
So you did.
Then he came back and said, there are really hookers in there. And I had just gotten my car. So I was like, really? He goes, come in, look at them. And they were wearing like the Fredericks of Hollywood in the lobby. So I went in there and they thought it was hilarious that the two of us were in there and we chickened out. We kind of freaked out. We were like, oh.
Y'all were 16?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We chickened out.
Bolted.
So I've been in a house of ear recruit, but I've never partaken.
That's a lot of big words, son. All right.
That's because I'm older now, more mature.
Hookers and blow save Christmas.
I think they do save Christmas.
$9.95. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes?
I say yes. I'm going to circle yes on the show notes here.
I'm a yes as well. All right. Gift number 2 is the Dill Dough Stress Reliever Putty. This is a dough-like silly putty that is scented like dill. So it's the Dildo Stress Reliever Putty. This item is $15.99. Feeling tense? Deal with it. When you're in a pickle and feeling stressed out, reach for your dildo and relieve that tension. Patented stress relief putty with light dill scent. See, it smells like dill pickles.
That's makes it even more kind of disgusting.
Yeah, it's pretty nasty. It's got a lot of reviews, though. So it says, sweets can't relax you like a good handful of dildo. When you're stressed to the max, eating your feelings won't be half as invigorating as a relaxing session with your dildo. It's killing me.
Oh my God, look. There's even a book about my friend's father. Don't say the last name.
Yeah, I won't.
We don't want to get shot.
So you've read that book?
No, I just looked at it. I was looking up a picture of Carmine. And then this is the one where my buddy looks just like his daddy.
Yeah.
Let's get back to the dildo.
That dude looks creepy.
Well, Jeff had a smile on his face.
So the patented stress relief putty with a light dill scent. Capture the therapeutic bliss of squishable, squeezable stress putty while breathing in the delicious pickle scent that makes dildo a one-of-a-kind, hilarious stress relief toy.
No, what? But hold it. There's a lot of different connotations here.
So the dill...
Is it just for men? That's a man's hand. Can you give it to your spouse or your significant other?
That looks like a woman's hand.
Well, she's grabbing the dildo, isn't she?
I mean, I think she's bouncing the dildo.
Oh, jeez.
It says, need your dildo.
Is she forming it into something else?
Stretch your dildo or bounce your dildo.
You know, it looks like, remember in the 90s, there was that, it came in a trash can. What was it called?
I remember Silly Putty.
No, I think Silly Putty made it. Slime. It was called slime.
Yes, this looks.
It looks like slime.
Exactly like slime.
So they called it dildo.
So their description of it says, when life has you in a pickle, work that stress out the new old-fashioned way with your very own dildo. We've worked that genuine pickle satisfaction into a clever, high-quality stress putty designed to start out good and stiff and work into a soft, squishable dough in your very hands. If you need to relax, work that dildo long and hard. This gooey green stress reliever will melt away your troubles one handful at a time. It just might change your life. Squish it through your fingers. Feel it loosen up in soothing splendor.
Oh my gosh.
And indulge in the sheer rejuvenation of your soul as you squeeze it with both hands.
So, Brad, you need to tell our listeners, did you have to set up a special account on Amazon to view this stuff?
No, this is just Silly Putty. Pickle Silly Putty.
Called dildo.
So, I'll be honest.
It's DOUGH for those that might want to look it up.
It's DILL space DOUGH. Dildo. It is a stress reliever putty. Dildo stress relief putty is the best stocking stuffer for women and adults.
Sounds like it might stuff more than a stocking.
Because it's weird, dilly,
It's
unexpected,
weird.
and sure to bring a smile to the most sour faces. So the review,
That's a woman's hand holding it right there.
yeah, she says it's a little dildo though.
It's a little dildo.
Yeah, she said you get this big container and just a little dildo in it.
Maybe it evaporates because it's.
It says you have to squeeze it to make it bigger. You got to work it out.
That's how it works. I mean,
You got to work it out.
it sounds more lifelike than the ones you buy at the. What's the chain we got around here? The Starship.
Yeah, we were just talking about that the other day. Your buddy sold out to Starship or something.
Yes. A different high school friend, not mafia friend, owned a pornographic store.
All these gifts make the list for different reasons. Whether it's like the very last gift on the list today made the list because of I knew what Jamie's reaction would be. So Dildo made their list because of Finding Nemo is the name of this reviewer. Her name is Finding Nemo.
Did she find Nemo with her dildo stress relief putty?
Well, she says this is not a gift to give for Teacher Appreciation Day.
I think that is the gift to give for Teacher Appreciation Day.
She gave it a 5 out of 5 rating. And she said, my daughter's teacher loves all things pickle and sensory toys.
That is awesome.
So I searched Amazon for pickle sensory toys and found this dough. I can definitely say I didn't read the description and went with purchasing this item based on the picture alone. I didn't give much thought to the name either because let's face it, my mind wasn't in the gutter. I'm calling BS on that.
Oh my
How do you
goodness.
not hear dildo and go straight to the gutter?
Oh, I think she's covering her ass is what she's doing. She gave this to her daughter's teacher, which is awesome.
Well, she goes on to say, I got a text today from my kid's teacher about dill dough. Again, I'm like, yep, pickle scented dough. Then I finally say it out loud for the first time and realize dill dough. Yep, I just gave my kid's teacher a dildo.
Yes.
It has made for some great laughs, and thankfully her teacher has a sense of humor, but now I may not be able to show my face at the school again. Note to other parents, if looking for a teacher appreciation gift for your kid's pickle-loving teacher, you may want to go with a jar of pickles and call it good.
No. Give her...
How do you not go, so I even asked my wife, I'm like, how do you look at this item? And I showed my wife, I said, look at this item.
She's covering her ass here. It's CYA.
Yeah, and my wife's like, oh, no, there's no way you don't think that.
There's no way.
Even if you don't say, you can't read dildo
But Finding
and not
Nemo,
think about dildo.
I'm with you, Finding Nemo. Give that to the teacher.
I think it's funny.
It's awesome.
So, one Amazon customer who would like to remain anonymous, so their name is Amazon customer, gave it a 1 out of 5. Says it makes a funny gift, but looks like it's from the dollar.
From the dollar?
That's the name of their review. This is crazy overpriced for how cheap it's made.
How much is it?
$15.99.
Ooh.
It makes a good, funny gift, but looks like it's from the dollar store. It doesn't even come in the same container as shown in the pictures. Pretty disappointing. Mary B. Helsel says, thought this would be more like slime, but it's more like silly putty.
Did it give her a urinary tract infection?
She said it's a good laugh, though. Sharon gave it 4 stars. It made a lot of people laugh at their yearly Yankee swap. This is my question.
Swap.
For me, the dildo was about the reviews, the teacher appreciation, and then what the heck's a Yankee swap? Hirsch?
Hirsch, help us.
We're gonna need you to reach out, bud. A Yankee swap, is that like a wife swinger type thing?
Sounds something they do up there.
I mean,
I never lived that far
so
up north.
Sharon gave out dildo gifts at the Yankee swap. So I'm wondering what a Yankee swap is.
I'll ask my son. He's up there at Boston way.
So he might know what a Yankee.
Yeah, he might. He went to college up there.
Well, yeah, college. This got a 4.5 out of 5 overall rating. Had 914 reviews to get there. Jamie, are you a yes or no on the dildo stress relief putty for $15.99?
It's a little pricey.
Yeah, I'm going to go with no on it because of the price.
Yeah, if it was like
$9.99?
$9.99 Prime, free shipping, be all for it.
I'd add it on an order.
Yeah.
Because it is humorous.
It's hilarious.
Did you know that this dildo even glows in the dark?
I would give it to my preacher. I don't know where he stands on
Putty?
I was going to say
dildo?
dill pickles.
You're not giving him a dildo. You're giving him putty.
Stress relief.
It's dill dough.
I mean, we just had our Christmas program.
They could have went with dill putty, and it wouldn't be controversial.
We do it for 3 days. Don't you think he could squeeze his dildo in between sermons during the Christmas program?
I don't think so. All right. Gift number 3 is the People of Walmart adult coloring book, Rolling Back Dignity.
Oh, yes. That's a good one.
This is a $10.99 gift. It is brought to you by the wildly popular website of the same name. This official adult coloring book is a game changer. It's so much fun to flip through as each page is crazier than the next. Nothing you have ever seen in your life has prepared you for the hilarity you are about to experience.
Go to Walmart after midnight. You'll see it.
Oh.
Take pictures and turn it into a coloring book.
Go to Walmart early on a Sunday morning in central Alabama.
Ooh.
I saw a dude there.
Those are the guys that did not go to the University
Crocs,
of Alabama, right?
Camouflage bathrobe. That was it. And a sidearm.
It's like he was showing his full-blown baloney if he opened up his...
Well, he had his holster belt.
Oh, so he was armed?
Yes. Oh, yeah, he had a sidearm.
Oh.
He had, I don't know, 45.
That right there
Desert
might be
Eagle.
a guy
He had a big, like a 1911 style pistol on his side.
If you're wearing that, I'm not sure I agree with open carry.
Well, I am glad he had it on because the holster belt held his bathrobe close.
So you didn't see his full baloney?
No.
That's good.
No tater tots dangling, nothing like that.
Oh.
So it says, get ready for the most fun you'll ever have with an adult coloring book. This epic coloring book is comprised of 37 single-sided images, all original artwork based on the images from the website that makes millions laugh. 37 of the most insane and wacky people of Walmart. Beautiful design with intricate details. Single-sided pages are 8.5 by 11. The front cover has Karen with a cat on her t-shirt and her hand in her pants. And it has, Earl? Or is that Daryl?
Could be Daryl.
That very much
looks like Daryl.
He's got on, we saw those at those.
Someone was wearing that.
So the cover has a guy wearing jorts
at Atlanta Motor Speedway.
And the overalls are colored like an American flag. At Atlanta Motor Speedway.
Is that Miley Cyrus's daddy?
Billy Ray?
Yeah, that's Billy Ray, isn't it?
No, that's Daryl. That's Daryl wearing the other Daryl's overalls. That's our Daryl wearing Campground Daryl's overalls.
You think this guy that made this coloring book or runs that website, do you think he got him to sign a release so he could make coloring books out of them? Because someone once,
probably not,
an attorney friend of mine told us we were smart not putting Daryl's face on our logo, or we'd have to pay him rights or get him to sign a release.
Well, I think you would have to catch them first. And that could be any.
Are they holding hands? I think they are.
I believe they're holding hands. They're rolling back dignity.
They are definitely rolling back dignity. Oh, there's the back of them.
So here's some of the photos I pulled out of here. One of them has a dude.
Oh, I've seen that one.
In his whitey-tighty underwears. And a woman in her bikini. And it looks like he's pissed himself. There's another picture of a heavier set lady with, I think her butt has eater pants and a SpongeBob shirt on. It does look like SpongeBob too.
It is, yeah.
And then we have a picture of an overweight lady on a grocery shopping motorized cart with a child in her lap and another child sitting at her feet reading a book.
She shops at our Walmart. I see her. And she doesn't wait till after midnight either.
That's definitely Forsyth.
Yeah, that's old Monroe County Forsyth there.
So
I think she lives in High Falls.
Capri Jacks said this is hilarious. They gave it a 5 out of 5. I bought this as a gag gift for a raffle. It was very popular. I'll have to buy more and see what else this seller has to offer.
What was the cost of that thing?
What I said it was?
A Walmart coloring book?
$10.99.
Oh, yeah. That ain't bad.
No, it's so they have other People of Walmart. They have a People of Walmart Holiday Edition. It's called Dirty Santa Edition. So they have other People of Walmart. This is just the rolling back Dignity one. So I hadn't found up until this gift any Karens, but nevertheless, we found some Karens in the review section. So Catherine Bosco, we'll just say her last name because she said it.
Yeah, she left it there for all of us to see.
She said this book sucks. People should not buy it. She gave it a 1 out of 5. She did buy it.
Would she find a picture of herself on page 13?
Page 28.
Okay.
I bought this book because I thought it was fun to color these drawings when I saw the preview images. However, I felt so bad about it when I got it. How could the artist make this kind of book? Why is this book allowed to be sold on Amazon? I felt so sorry for the person who people think that it is funny and hilarious in this book. Buying this book is a big mistake, and I really regret doing it now. The artist makes fun of the appearance of people. Stop being so rude and making fun of people. It's body shaming and no fun.
She's in it.
You think that the illustrations based on the images of the internet are hilarious, but it's not. Put yourself in people's shoes and think about their feelings.
She bought it, though. She supports this activity.
This is not an appropriate book to sell on Amazon.
I got a problem with her.
Catherine Karen Bosco.
Catherine Karen Bosco, have you heard of the freedom of the press guaranteed in the Constitution?
You bought this book.
You paid for it. You support it.
You went to Amazon. You looked at the pictures. I mean,
How many reviews are there?
10,644 reviews, and it got a 4.7 out of 5.
So, Karen, your review is meaningless because with your 1 star, they still have a 4.7 out of 5.
But there's no way Catherine didn't realize.
And you want to dingle dangle our Constitution and burn it.
Well, it wasn't just Catherine Karen. Carrie Karen.
Carrie Karen too, huh?
Yep. Carrie Karen Urban backed her up. She gave it a 1 out of 5, and she says, what a disgusting book.
Why'd she buy it, though?
I don't know. She's a verified purchase as well. So Carrie Karen Urban says, I can't believe that there is such disgusting coloring book on Amazon.
I know. Isn't there that country dude named Keith Urban?
Yeah.
She's related.
No, he wouldn't make.
She's Australian.
He would cover this book. He would color this book.
She wants a shrimp on the bobby.
That's Austria.
Oh, Austria. Okay. Is that where Keith Urban's from?
Don't you remember Dumb and Dumber?
He's married from that. He isn't that her sister-in-law's that famous movie star chick?
What?
Isn't Keith Urban married to a movie star chick?
I don't know.
I don't either.
I've seen him in concert.
Really?
He sounds country as all get out.
Until he talks in between the songs?
He talks in between songs like, whoa.
Well,
what's this Aussie doing on stage? Foster's.
If you really think about the world and the population movement over the last few hundred years, think about it. We are closer to the Australians, the Irish, and the Scottish than we are the English. We abandoned the English.
Yeah, but their history is still our history.
Up until 1776, where America won.
We're the champs.
I don't think we won. In 1783, we won.
Hey, America, we're the Revolutionary War champs.
Did you see that movie I sent you the link to?
You know, we're the 2-time World War champions.
We are.
To me, that's all. When somebody asks me, they're like, where do you live? I say, I live in America. 2-time World War champions, baby.
Yes.
Hey, that's something to be proud of. So let's get back to Carrie Urban. So Carrie Karen Urban says, I can't believe there's such disgusting coloring books on Amazon. I don't even know that the artist was thinking. Wait, I don't even know. Yeah, that's what she said. I don't even know.
Don't you think they just use an app to take a regular picture and turn it into a drawing?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There was nobody drawing
it's not like
these out by
magical.
hand. So I don't know what the artist was thinking when making the illustrations. The book is not fun to color at all, and the content sucks. In your points of view, you think that the illustrations are funny, but I do not think so. The drawings definitely make fun of people and their appearance. All the illustrations show the people who are not good looking, barely naked, overweight, and probably having mental problems. It is no fun at all. I think that the artist does not understand what is empathy and has no morals. I cannot understand why this offensive book has gotten so many 5-star ratings. All right, Carrie Karen, you bought this book. I don't understand. What did you think? You bought a book that's titled People of Walmart Adult Coloring Book Rolling Back Dignity. Nothing about that says we're uplifting people and telling them how beautiful they are. It says rolling back dignity.
I'm gonna take back her Australian citizenship.
Oh, she's definitely.
Because they're our fun cousins.
She's not Australian.
No, she's not Australian. She is
Kentucky.
Yeah.
Kentucky
and
Karen.
she saw her picture in here.
Kentucky Karen. Kentucky Carrie Karen.
Mountain Kentucky.
Mountain, yes. Deep hillbilly.
On the border of West Virginia, Kentucky.
We have found hillbilly Karen.
Yeah.
That's what we got.
She saw her. That's probably
Karen.
her with the SpongeBob bikini halter top.
With the fake tie hanging off.
With her butt hanging out.
Ugh.
Ugh. But you know what? I go to Walmart. I don't get dressed up for Walmart. I get dressed up for Macy's.
Yeah, but
I don't get dressed up, but I'll put a collared shirt on.
My problem with both these Karens is you knew what you were buying. You bought this.
I have a feeling
it's not like this was item of the day blindly buy for $1.
They gave it as a gift, and the person they gave it to didn't appreciate it, so they're covering their butts by putting this review going, you're right. It was someone they respected their opinion of, and then they wanted to cover themselves. This is the only way to do it.
You know what I do? I do appreciate about Karen. Whenever Karen leaves a review on Amazon, she always puts her first and last name. Karen never leaves any guessing up.
She wants you to know who she is.
Who she is.
Do you know who I am?
I am Karen, by God.
Yeah.
And you will listen. All right.
But obviously with that review, not too many people are listening to her.
Oh, no.
4.7 out of 5
with 10,644 reviews. Yeah. All right. People of Walmart, rolling back dignity coloring book. Jamie, I am a yes.
I'm a yes. I'm a yes because I'm American, and that is exercising the right, the freedom of the press.
So usually we only have 3 gifts, but since this is a season finale and I didn't want to leave any gifts unused,
like your dildo.
I went.
If you buy it, you need to use it.
If you're gonna buy the dildo, you gotta use it.
You gotta use it.
I mean, at $15.99, you can't leave it unused.
No, that's a lot of money.
So we got 2 more gifts to go. The next gift is one honestly I think we should get before we go on the cannonball. It is a 25-pack of "You Parked Like a Moron" notes by Witty Yeti. This is a double-sided business card. On one side, it's got yellow and black letters that says, "Warning, you parked like a moron. Flip this card over and I'll tell you how." On the back side, it has little boxes next to offenses that you can check. So it's like inventing a space, parking over the line, double parking, disabled spot with no place card.
This is genius.
Parking way too close, stealing a reserved spot, blocking access, parking on a curb or parking on the grass, general selfish behavior, and then they don't have a spot for other.
This is genius.
I mean, you're a yes before we even get into it.
Oh yeah, this is, well, not only does he give you something to put on someone's windshield.
Here, you just stick this under the windshield wiper.
What an American. We just took away Karen's citizenship. of Australia. She wasn't Australian enough. But this is American. Look, you only get 25 for $9.99, right?
Yeah.
Well, I just went to Vistaprint. Both sides, 500.
Yeah.
It costs you $50.
That's
So
a
he's
better
making, he sells 100 and he's covered his cost.
So you're saying we should make some of these?
Yeah, it's genius, man.
Well,
Hey, there's my Prius.
Yeah.
Wow, in the ad.
So these are
It's a Cannonball Prius.
These are $9.99 for a 25
And
pack.
he tells you it's just a business card.
So about this item, how hard is it really to just park in the lines? Does that BMW really need to take up 2 spaces? I mean, seriously, how inconsiderate are these people? It's about time that we good drivers had something to communicate to these jerks just how awful they are. You're going to keep these cards in your car so when you locate an a-hole in the wild, and by wild, I mean parked in a disabled space with no place card, you can simply slide one of these cards under their windshield wiper. Your target will see a friendly and inviting business card, but little do they know their world is about to come crumbling down or something like that.
You can put it right over the door handle. Just put it where the window hits that rubber piece on the the driver's side, so they're going to see it.
It says, are you looking for the perfect gag gift or secret Santa or white elephant gift? Look no further. Bad parkers inspire universal hatred. Unless your friend or loved one is, in fact, that bad parker themselves. In that case, you must immediately disown that person.
Yeah, you can give it to them.
You must immediately disown
them.
It's the only way. For everyone else, though, these consistently make for great gifts, so as long as the recipient has a good sense of humor. So these things are awesome. They're $9.99 for, like you said, you can make 500 for $50, but $9.99 gets you a 25 pack. These are already made. You don't have to put thought into them.
I say genius. I'm a yes on that one. Genius.
So it's got a 4.6 out of 5 overall rating with 465 total global reviews. So a 71 Chevelle SS says, a new friend gave it a 5 out of 5. I originally bought these cards because I hate people and I think they should know how I feel.
Just everybody?
That's what
he just hates people. Okay.
Yeah, because I hate people.
Wow.
And I think they should know how I feel. I love leaving these for people. There are some bad drivers out there and they need a reminder that they are inferior.
Inferior. Oh,
this, however, has backfired. A few months ago,
did he get his ass kicked in the parking lot?
This is awesome. A few months ago, I placed one of these bad boys on the hood of a Honda CR-V that was taking up 2 parking spots for no reason because the car is just so small.
It's his wife's.
Next thing I know, the owner is walking out and asking me about my park job judging qualifications. Well, I proceed to tell him, I have been on this earth for 67 years and only left for a brief period while taking LSD, mushrooms, and weed at the same time.
Wow.
I was out of the world at that time. But back to it, we are now besties. I was able to train this Honda owner in the ways of the parking lot. We actually write notes for people together now. Spreading our needed judgment through love in a world of overflowing kindness.
Well, he doesn't hate all people then.
Tom B gave it a 3 out of 4. And so it was there's only one 5-star rate, 1-star rating or something like that. Most of them were like 2, 3 stars, but I had to put them on here so you would know what brought the overall rating down. So Tom B was mad about late shipping. He says, product wasn't cheap, so I am rather disappointed that it ran about 5 days late on the shipping. Okay. Whatever. To me, that's whatever. I don't care.
I was a man caring on shipping, though.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But that was a part that made your car work. These are double-sided novelty.
And I paid for overnight, and it took 5 days.
Yeah, he probably had prime free shipping. So John says, don't waste your money. John gives it a 1 out of 5. John says, don't waste your money because if they were stickers, would be worth having. But it's a card anyone can toss out or reuse on someone else's car.
I think stickers you could get in trouble for vandalism. The card's perfect.
Why
It's
does
genius.
if he knew it wasn't a sticker when he bought it? It's not called "You Part Like a Moron" 25 sticker pack. It's called a note pack.
He's free.
So
John's free to go make stickers.
John's an idiot.
There he is.
You're the idiot, John, because you bought a pack of note cards thinking they were stickers. Therefore, you, sir, are the idiot. There's 2 pictures that...
1 star for you, John.
1 star for you, John. No star, John.
No star, John. If I could give you 0, I would,
John, if I could give you no stars, I would, sir. Don't waste your time reading John's reviews. So, I found a picture of the Cannonball Prius without the trailer hitch. He got check marks on the back of his Part Like a Moron card for inventing a space, parking over the lines, disabled spot with no place card, and general selfish behavior. Here's another... What is that?
That's a Volkswagen Golf.
Is it a Golf?
Yeah, I like that car.
So we got parking over the line, general selfish behavior, and they checked other and wrote seriously with another question mark.
Huh.
Can you leave responses, I guess?
I guess you can.
So, Jamie, Part Like a Moron card set. Are you a yes or a no?
How much are they?
$9.99.
Yes. Genius. Witty Yeti's a genius.
Yeah, I think these are awesome.
He needs to be rewarded for being a smart American entrepreneur.
I think we should make some race car spelled backwards. You Part Like a Moron cards.
Yes.
And then we'll sell
You think
them
they'll become our listeners?
We'll sell that on Amazon.
Think they'll become our listeners once they get "You're an idiot, Parker"?
You suck at parking. Listen to race car
We'll get some more on the go. My name's not Parker.
What do you mean, Parker?
This isn't for me. It's for
right.
Parker.
One more gift. You ready?
Yeah, let me circle my yes.
So the next gift is the Funny Adult Plush Slippers.
Ooh.
So
Wow. Is that a narwhal? My favorite
that is
animal in the ocean?
these are slip-on slippers with little penises on them.
They're circumcised. What if you're not circumcised? Do they have
I just think
hosers?
these are like the tiniest penises to put on the tip of your slippers. It's like a unicorn penis.
You be the judge of that.
Well, it's like
Looks pretty large for me.
I'm saying these are like a unicorn, right?
Yeah, or
The
narwhal.
Or then you have these slippers here with the...
What if you have an elephant trunk, though, and not a mushroom head?
Well, then they don't have slippers for you.
They need hosers.
So these plush cotton slippers are the perfect gift for somebody who needs pampering. These are slip-on slippers with a wiener and balls on the tip. A dangling wiener and balls on the tip. Or you
Looks
can,
like he needs a little Viagra there.
Or you can get well, he's a shower, not a grower.
Okay.
Or you can get a pair of nipple. I guess that looks like ice cream.
They do look like a sundae with whipped cream and a cherry on top.
Or you can get the pink-headed wiener and balls.
So do they have multiple colors?
Oh yeah, these
okay.
are just
Examples?
Just 2 styles. There's more.
Okay.
Don't worry, I got all the
I
styles.
see the skin tone that I have, slippers.
That's with the little penis.
Yeah, with a little penis. Circumcised, though, so it's very accurate.
So it says these cute little slippers make the perfect birthday and Christmas gift. Why? Because they're comfortable, fun,
that's
and very affordable.
That's after I get out of the cold ocean, though.
Get your girlfriend
Shrinkage.
or wife one pair of their own, or buy them for a friend. These feature fine material that's comfortable and soft. It reduces stress on your joints, strengthens and tones, improves your posture.
Improves your posture.
It's got a
They're
tip.
just making crazy claims now.
It's got a stylized design, personality. We have more sizes and colors for your whole family.
The unicorn narwhal is dangerous. You could trip because it extends beyond your foot. Where
You could trip on the tip.
Where this, you don't want to be a tip tripper. That one works.
You'd hate to trip over the tip of your pecker.
Pecker. That could be a pecker wrecker, couldn't it?
So here's some.
You would need hookers and blow, right?
So you have the
What the heck are those?
the golden penis slippers. So these are golden, shiny gold slippers with what would look like a 4-inch penis extended from the end with little marble balls and white hair. These have a hairy penis.
You know what?
And then you have a couple more boob styles here. You have the toe boob, the toe nipple. That's a slip-on booty.
Dude, that is weird looking.
Or you have another ice cream scoop booby.
Is that the hoser? It looks like is that uncircumcised? That's the hoser there, the elephant
pink
trunk.
tip. Yeah, that'd be the elephant trunk. That's a long one.
Yeah, that's...
You know what's crazy is people buy these.
How much are they?
$9.95.
I'd buy them.
You can buy these?
To give, yeah.
The penis slippers?
Well, I'm a boob man, so for me personally, I would wear the boobs.
So, Anid gave it a 5 out of 5. Says these are super cute and fun. I bought these plush slippers because I have hardwood floors in our new house. We don't want to wear shoes in the house, so after purchasing it, we got these very warm and comfortable walking slippers.
So she's acting like it's not even has
she never
boobs
even
and penises on it. They're comfortable.
Mentions that her and her husband are running around the house with penis slippers.
Huh.
They didn't have
no vagina?
No vag slippers.
No vagina slippers.
I mean, that was another product for those. And it actually had more reviews than these, but it was just straight up vagina. It didn't have the cock and balls and the boobs and all that. So I went with this one instead. This got a 4.5 overall rating with 10 global reviews. So 10 people have bought this item.
See, my problem with this is if you were wearing it and someone came to visit, they might get the wrong idea.
They might trip over your tip. Your gold tip.
Would be the first time.
So
I'd love to say I tripped on my cock.
So Lisserine gave it a 5 out of 5 and said, these shoes were so comfortable and funny. I really enjoyed them. Great work. Kevin Moon gave it a 5 out of 5 and said, seems to fit perfectly. Very comfortable. So nobody in the reviews said anything about the content.
Well, it sounds like it's...
So are you a yes or a no on the adult plush funny slippers?
I'm a yes.
I'm a no.
I'm a yes.
These things are just stupid looking. Like,
I think they're realistic looking.
No. Not even close. It's a golden penis.
Yeah.
Looks like something off Austin Powers.
I always wanted a golden penis.
Wasn't that something off...
Shoes.
Didn't they have something on Austin Powers about a golden penis?
Did they?
Like the gold finger?
It's been so long. You know what? That movie didn't hold with time.
Austin
I haven't
Powers?
watched it in the last 20-some years.
That's all I got on the gifts this week. Next, we're going to get into some NASCAR news, Jamie. There's a whole lot of NASCAR news right now.
Is there? I got some IMSA news, too.
So, Fox has announced that not only are they going to suck while they cover the NASCAR truck races, but they have now picked up all ARCA Series races, and they're going to air them on FS1 and FS2 in 2023.
I'm not sure how I feel about that with their lousy coverage of the truck series.
It's going to be a shit show, 100%.
Green screen and what? They're going to Zoom call it from home for the ARCA.
Here's the thing. The ARCA might not, as long as they have the Cup Series or one of the companion series with them. That's the only way they're going to be good. Otherwise, Fox is going to drop the ball completely, and this is going to suck.
It's going to suck. I mean, they're not even good at calling NASCAR.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
who are they going to hire to call the ARCA?
The ARCA series has sucked for years.
Yeah.
Just the racing in general.
When was the last time you watched an ARCA race?
Daytona last year. That's the only.
Yeah, that was the last time I watched
the only ARCA race I watch of the season is usually in Daytona because I'm jonesing for some racing.
Had no racing. If you think about it, there is zero racing right now.
No.
The Australian Supercars just ended, last week. We're done. Yeah. All we got is Walmart coloring books left.
And penis-shaped slippers.
Slippers, golden.
Or dildo in a can.
Yeah.
Canned dildo. Can you take that to a canned food drive?
Why not? Why can't people...
I brought 13 cases of dildo.
Yeah.
RCR released the new stylized design for the number 8 that KFB will use on his 2023 Cup car. The design was done by Kyle personally. And
Do you know every time you say KFB, I think of Kentucky Fried Busch.
Kentucky Fried Busch.
Yeah.
I
I don't know why.
it's one letter off of KFC.
Yeah,
You think they would have picked up, like, KFC should sponsor KFB.
they should.
Or KFB, yeah, KFB should drive the KFC car.
That would be awesome.
I think it was kind of like
What does KFC stand for? Kentucky Fried Colonel?
Kentucky Fried Children.
Children. Ooh.
Remember, the Colonel got in trouble for,
Was he
he was a diddler.
was it him or was it the actors
It
playing
was
him?
the actor's play. I don't think it was like OG Colonel. It was actor Colonel that did him like in the 80s, 90s, that Colonel.
You ever see the History Channel, the history of our food?
Actually, it wasn't. It was the 2000s Colonel.
He murdered
the
someone.
Who
The
did?
Colonel.
The real Colonel?
Yeah, the real Colonel was a like Wild West gunslinging dude.
Yeah, well, that was back in the 1800s, wasn't it?
I think it was like 1900s.
1970s.
I think it was like older than that. Like those gangster days, Al Capone gangster days.
Like your buddy.
Yeah,
Have you seen the new 8 design? Yeah, we looked at it.
yeah. You just showed it to me.
What do you think?
I thought it was a rip off from the old Bud car that Dale Jr. drove, but you pointed out. You can say it.
Yeah, I think that I like it, but I think subconsciously I like it because it's a ripoff from the old Bud days. It's got a few little differences, and it looks like he's incorporated the B for Busch into it a little bit. It's definitely, if you look at his rowdy energy stuff and just his personal brand, it definitely goes along with the stylized of his personal brand that he's built for himself over the years. I like it. I'm going to be hard pressed not to like Kyle Busch going forward. I'm going to give it a year and see what I think.
He can give you reasons why not to root for him.
Oh, no
He
doubt.
can.
But now it's a different persona. He can if he comes in and he's more the bad boy, it'll just fit perfectly with RCR.
Well, the other thing is he can let the real Dill juice.
This is the first time RCR has had a chance to be relevant in a long time.
Well, look at little baby Gibbs. He can take over the black hat.
Oh, no doubt.
And Busch can just let him have it.
And he probably will. I think Ty's going to piss off some people in the Cup Series. But I think Kyle Busch fits perfectly at RCR with the
bad boy image started way back in the day with Senior.
Exactly. And I don't want to compare the two, but, they both have that bad boy tendency.
They were both tremendous race car drivers.
Kyle's more of a whiner than Dale was, but
And Dale seemed to have a better sense of humor.
ever since Dale's been gone, RCR has struggled. They just haven't had that dominant driver.
They had... I don't know.
They had Harvick, but Harvick dominated when he left.
Yeah, he won the championship after he left.
Yeah, Harvick was good for 1 or 2 wins a year at RCR.
But do you think RCR coasted on what they made off of
sure.
Senior for years?
I don't think they coasted. I just don't think they weren't willing to spend the money.
Did they spend it on Senior, though, or did Senior make it all from his licensing?
They didn't. No, I think Senior made his money from his licensing.
I mean, he invented the whole licensing thing for drivers.
But if you look, there wasn't a lot of drivers in his era making millions like he was making.
I mean, I read somewhere his wife is making like $30 million a year still from his
royalties,
from his likeness and his signature.
That's fact.
That's some good money.
People still love Dale Earnhardt.
Well, I love him.
So, NASCAR legend Richard Petty made an appearance at the high school, that's at Randleman High School, where he graduated from, where him and Northern Tools and Equipment donated $25,000 worth of work supplies to the trades classes, such as shop welders and things like that. Thought that was just pretty cool.
Well, being from the trades,
yeah,
I mean,
that's kind of why it made the list.
We kind of sell this, and I don't want to say it's a lie, but we sell this, hey, if you're going to make a living in life, you need to go to college and accumulate $100,000 of debt.
So somebody else can pay for it.
Right.
No, but that's a
so
lie.
You and I can pay for it with our taxes.
Yeah, but that's a lie.
Yeah, it is a lie because you can make more money quicker. Imagine, go get your technical diploma.
Yeah.
Get out there in the field.
Year and a half, 2 years.
And most people take 5 to 6 years to graduate college now.
Yep. With no specialty.
Right. And you are making more than if you graduate with a college degree 5 years after you get out in the field.
Guaranteed.
Guaranteed. Hey, I have a cousin-in-law. He's a meth head. A total meth head. He's not a millionaire because he blows it on meth. And he lives in Western Carolina, North Carolina.
Hookers and blow didn't save his Christmas.
Oh, they say he and his crew are the best framers in Western North Carolina.
Well, you've been in the heating and air industry.
I didn't do meth.
The best sheet metal guys were alcoholics.
Yeah, and the best installer smoked weed.
Have you not ever been on a job site with a guy and had to go get him a beer at 3:30 so he could finish the job?
That's because he drank them all at lunchtime.
Well, he was shaking so bad by 3:30, you had to get him drunk so he could finish for the day. We had a sheet metal guy, worked with him for years. I knew he needed, or we knew he needed a beer. We didn't want to know about it, but we knew he was doing it.
Oh, I had a guy and he's no longer with the company I started with as a young lad, but he would pick me up because I was too young to be on the insurance to drive the service vehicle. But by lunch, I was driving him around.
So I was going through some news, and I ran across this article. A Talladega County jury of 8 men and 4 women deliberated for a little over 2 hours Wednesday before convicting a North Carolina man of felony assault stemming from an incident.
What city was he from?
At the Talladega Super Speedway during the 2021 fall race.
What city?
North Carolina. It doesn't say what city. It just says North Carolina.
Oh, I thought you said Philadelphia.
No. North Carolina. A man from North Carolina. So,
what was his name?
Carlos Eduardo Eddie Triconi Ortez, 43, is now facing...
So he's from the cartel?
I don't know where he's
from. A narco?
No, he's from North Carolina. He's 43.
But
he is now facing 1 year and 1 day up to 10 years in prison for his conviction. So he hasn't been sentenced. He's been convicted. He's been found guilty of assault, but he hasn't been sentenced. He will be formally sentenced by Circuit Judge Will Hollingsworth on February 27th at 9 a.m. So Triconi was charged with assaulting Clayton Hughes on October 2nd at a campground off Speedway Boulevard by coming up behind him, punching him in the back or side of the head as a result of, back of the side of the head, and then kicking him repeatedly in the arms and torso before kicking him at least once in the head.
So this is an MMA fighter beating the snot out of somebody at Talladega?
So I'm trying to find...
Sounds like Kung Fu, man.
So as a result of the beating, Clayton Hughes suffered permanent or likely permanent injuries that continue to cause him difficulty with walking, lifting, and fine motor skills such as opening a water bottle. He has difficulty controlling his bowels and bladder and is no longer capable of physical intimacy, among other problems, according to his testimony.
Penis slippers.
He has frequent numbness and total lack of sensation in his hands and from the waist down due to the incident.
But you said he was in his 40s. Isn't that normal?
No, he's 43.
Yeah, that's normal.
So at the time of the incident, Triconi was a crew chief for one of the teams in the truck race series. His wife, Jennifer Jo Cobb, is a driver in the series for a different team. Although Triconi and Cobb were allegedly separated but still legally married, apparently they were separated at the time of this incident. Hughes was working for Cobb at the time as a spotter, and Triconi suspected Hughes and Cobb of having a relationship. So he
sounds like we're talking upside down pineapples here.
See, I was trying to figure out how this would relate, trying to find news for NASCAR, and I went to the Truck Series news site, and this is what popped up. Like, you can always count on some douchebaggery going on in the Truck Series.
Wow, that's kind of like those ABC people.
I think this dude should go to jail. Like this, he beat the crap out of this dude.
And that's
a speculation.
Jennifer Cobb's husband.
Yeah, her husband should go to jail.
Why was he doing that ninja stuff, dude?
Why was he fighting?
Well, it sounds like he thought someone was hanky-panky with his wife. Somebody was playing with the dildo.
So the last bit of news that I find that's come out this week is Josh Bilicki is going to drive a partial schedule for Live Fast Motorsports in the 78 Chevy that's owned by Matt Tifft.
Did you say
BJ
Lint?
McLeod.
Lint Fast?
Live Fast.
Oh, Live Fast.
Did I say Lint?
I don't know.
I thought I said Live Fast Motorsports.
I was going to wonder how Lint was fast.
So Josh is going to run mostly road course races in the 78. Looks like he's going to run one super speedway race and then race at Michigan as well. It's only a couple races, but I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Josh Bilicki and BJ McLeod worked together in the Xfinity Series a little bit. When we get back in January, when we start season 2, we'll kind of go through where everybody landed for the after silly season. So where all the new truck drivers are at, who's new, who's not new, where they went. We'll do the same for Xfinity and same for Cup Series. Jamie, you had some IMSA news for us, man. What you got?
I did. Last week, they had a mandatory practice for the GTP class.
This is at Daytona, right?
Yeah. It was at Daytona, and that's replacing the Daytona class car.
Which is like the
weird looking ones, space age.
The cool looking ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look like Elon Musk.
So it's the same car still, right? The car won't change, just the name?
The car's changing. That's why they had the mandatory 2-day test. So I'll just read it from...
Do you know what's new about them?
No. Oh, it's hybrid.
Oh, gas and electric?
Yep.
Oh.
So this is an auto week 3 days ago. Well, December 9th, Friday.
Is there a Tesla in the 24 hours?
No, do they have a hybrid, does Tesla?
No, I don't know. I was just asking.
See, it says the teams of Acura, BMW, Cadillac, and Porsche put all 9 of their new GTP cars on the same track for the first time at the mandatory Daytona test for Rolex 24, which we're going to be there. If we have any listeners there, we'll tweet out where the drinking tent is?
Yeah, if anybody listens to this show is going to be at the 24 hours of Daytona.
We got buddies that have a tent with a bar in it.
Yeah, we'll meet up there.
Yeah, we'll tweet it out to you.
Sober Uncle Mike has a tent there.
That's sober Uncle Denny.
Oh.
Was he sober?
He was asleep the whole time, remember?
He had COVID.
He was recovering from... He didn't have COVID. He was recovering from COVID.
So it's the Rolex 24 will be the first race in the new era of sustainable hybrid prototypes. It's also the series' longest race and arguably the world's toughest 24-hour on cars and drivers. It's kind of tough on us, just watching.
We've made it 18 hours in 32-degree weather. I mean, that's not too shabby.
Will they make it to the finish line?
You bogger.
Well, you booger? I say they will, because Porsche with their 963, yes. I'm jonesing on Porsche. They tested it at Sebring for 36 hours.
And made it.
But anyway, that's all I got, because this is the dead period. This is why we're going on hiatus. Did I say that right?
Yeah, I mean, this is like the second time we've ended the season, I think.
Yeah, but I mean, we didn't end the season last time. We were going to take a 3-week break, and we ended up taking a 1 week. Today was supposed to be our first week back, wasn't it? Or last
something
Tuesday?
like that. Last week, I think.
Yeah,
but
we got bored.
We'll probably get bored between now and the first of the year. I think we're planning on coming back around the 6th or 7th or something like that.
We'll have to zoom it, because we're preparing for next year.
Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. If we get bored between now and then, we'll just jump on Zoom and throw out a YouTube video.
Because believe it or not,
we do get bored.
But this isn't easy either. This is a nighttime side gig that pays $0. It's a volunteer gig.
Yeah, I mean, we put a couple...
hours.
I put a couple hours just in the gift section alone. So,
and the hotel reviews.
I mean, it's all for fun. We enjoy doing this. So, I'm going to jump into some listener emails now.
Do we call this the mailbag? The email bag? Do we have a segment title?
We'll call it listener emails. Brought to you by Hirsch.
Here we go. Hirsch. The Hirsch review. The whatever. Hirsch emails.
We'll start with Kim. So Kim sent us an email over the weekend. It says, "Hey, Brad and Jamie. My birthday is next Tuesday, the 13th.
I haven't even read this one.
Can you mention that on the show?" Well, we opened the show with that.
Happy birthday, Kim.
Happy birthday. Tomorrow. Well, on the 13th, happy birthday, Kim.
Whenever you listen to this, happy birthday, Kim.
She says she listens occasionally, but she's going to subscribe. She caught us on YouTube. Your podcast was next to Eric Estep's when I searched for him.
I watch him.
I know. Why haven't I subscribed to him? Because I don't know why.
What about us?
She said she's going to subscribe to both of us. So that's cool that she's looking up Estep and found us next to it. That's pretty cool. Y'all have a lot of the same views I have. I'm a believer in God. I am a conservative, but not a Trump thumper.
Sear Trumper? Is there a Sear 2 Trumper?
There's just
for next year?
Not a Sear Trump thumper. That's good. Neither are we. I have no problem with
how. That sounds disgusting. I don't want to thump Trump.
Trump thumper. You've heard that?
Have I?
I have.
I don't know.
Trumpers, thumpers, they're all the same. So she says, I have no problem. I think the fans of NASCAR are very accepting to outsiders coming in.
Well, I think if you are, we
more
have
than other sports. I agree with Kim 100%.
But we have this commonality with them because we're NASCAR fans,
Exactly.
So it doesn't matter your background, your race, your color,
gender.
your gender.
None of that matters.
We have that common thing while we're gathered at the race.
Called NASCAR.
Unless you're a Cal Busch fan, which I guess Brad might convert.
Well, I mean, Joey Logano fans are the worst. Because
true that. I mean, jeez.
One of y'all said you are one of only a few that are podcasts that are not affiliated with NASCAR. I think that's true, and I really like that.
Mm-hmm.
I hear Janet mentioned as one of your favorite listeners. Shout out to her for me.
Oh, yeah. We love you, Janet.
Oh, yeah. She says, a lot of people think NASCAR is all men, and that's not true. I go to the race, and it's 40% women and 60% men. Sometimes it's 50-50. And I agree. It probably is closer to 50-50. A lot of men bring their husbands.
I've seen women shoot the bird at Kyle Busch as he drives by.
Oh, yeah. I've seen women fight.
It's not just Daryl.
So she goes on to say she has a few questions for the both of us.
Boy.
First question, Jamie. What is your favorite race team, manufacturer, and driver?
Well, it's changed.
Okay.
It was Hendricks Motorsports last year. It's going to be hard for me to give up the young child from Dawsonville, Chase.
Yeah.
That's going to be hard.
I don't think I'll ever give up on him. I'll still be a fan, but
I really like Jimmy Johnson because he'll hop in anything and race. And a lot of people don't know this. He did motocross on motorcycles before he got into cars.
That's where he started.
And he did, the Baja stuff with four-wheel drive trucks and stuff. He'll drive anything. So I'm a fan of him because when he retired, he jumped over to Indy, did Porsche specific racing. Brad and I saw him at 24 Hours of Daytona.
So race team, Petty GMS?
Yes. And I like Noah Gregson.
Okay.
And I like Eric Jones.
So that's still Chevy, though.
Yeah, it's still Chevy.
I'm with you. I just can't. I'm going to go with HMS still. I'm always going to be a Chevy. Favorite driver is the one I'm torn on. Like, I don't know that I have a favorite driver right now. I'm always going to cheer for Chase because he's a Georgia boy.
He's a homer.
But I'm with you. I like Noah and I like Eric. And I like Petty GMS. But
isn't it cool you got two 7-time champions partnered up?
Yeah, but you got
14 championships between two of them.
Well, okay, you got Jeff and Chad Canals partnered up. Not 14 championships, but that's, what's that, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 championships.
Well, and doesn't HMS have the most championships?
Well, they did. When you add Petty, GMS, Jimmy Johnson together, that might skew
Well, don't
that.
forget, the King's father won 2 or 3 championships.
Yeah, but that wasn't with Petty. Petty was started with Richard.
It wasn't Petty?
I don't believe it was, because
I'll have to look into that.
I haven't heard anybody else count Lee Petty's championships in the 14 from Petty GMS.
We'll have to look at it.
And I think GMS has some championships, don't they?
Do they?
The truck series?
Yeah, well, the truck series.
Maybe. I don't know that.
Huh.
So favorite driver for me, we'll just go Chase. Like I haven't. That answer, Kim, for me is going to change throughout 2023. I'm actually a free agent this year as far as a favorite driver, so I'm going to keep pulling for Chase because he's my Georgia boy and I'm from Georgia. But by the end of the year, hopefully, I will have migrated to a new driver. I'm hoping Noah Gragson, just because I like his personality, but we'll see if that personality holds true in the Cup Series.
What about Xfinity? I know the team, the manufacturer, because
that's easy. Chevy, Junior Motorsports.
Yeah, me too.
Josh Berry.
Yeah, Josh Berry.
Justin Allgaier and Josh Berry switch back and forth. I really like Allgaier, but I really liked, what was his name? David Reagan when he was in there. Not David Reagan, Regan Smith.
Regan Smith, yeah.
I really liked him when he was in there. So I went from him. Sadler. I was a big Elliott Sadler fan when he drove the number 1. Yeah, I'm pretty much a JR Motorsports guy. But Josh Berry and Justin Allgaier. Justin Allgaier drove the DBC car too. That was kind of cool.
I'd have to say it's going to be Berry
for you.
For me,
I'd probably go with Allgaier then. Because 50-50.
I like that Berry just worked his way up, didn't have the backing, and Junior's got us back.
So her next question, it says, Brad, do you consider yourself a redneck driving a Mini?
That's a good question.
So, no. I don't really drive the Mini Cooper that much.
Oh, you're squeezing your way out of that one?
I really don't. I drive it about once a month to go get my beard trimmed because the place I go to get my beard trimmed and my son's haircut at, they have a small, tiny parking lot. But really, I'm not a huge fan of driving. I got a speeding ticket in it, so I don't like driving it.
Well, like 25 in the Mini feels like 75.
I fly in that Mini Cooper because it takes it a while to build up speed, but
it's tiny, man.
I don't know that I even consider myself a redneck. Like I don't dress like I wear Vans.
I wouldn't call Brad a redneck.
Yeah, I wear Vans and Hurley, like skater clothes. I don't think I sound very country.
But Brad fit in with the preppies at the 24 hour.
And I can hang out.
I don't know if you want to call them preppies, but
yeah, I wouldn't call them preppies, but they're not. I fit in with it. See, that's the thing. I fit in with the people at the 24-hour IMSA race, or I fit in with the people in the infield at Talladega.
And the IMSA race is, pardon me, do I have any grey poupon?
You peasants are in my way. I'm trying to get on the public transportation system, and you peasants are in my way.
The boss?
So no, I don't know that I would consider myself a redneck, but I don't even know what a redneck really is. Yeah, I've had my redneck moments, I guess. Playing in the mud. I'm not afraid to get dirty.
We can drive to South Georgia or even North Wilkesboro if you want to see some rednecks.
North Wilkesboro would be hillbilly.
But those hillbillies were very friendly.
So,
what was the dude's name next to us chewing on his nuts? Offering, you want some of my nuts?
Oh, what was that?
You want to chew my nuts?
I don't remember his name. I got his number. He gave me his phone number.
He's a good guy.
He didn't give us his hot nuts and his number.
Yeah, hot nuts. That's what it was.
You want to taste my hot nuts?
You want to taste some of my hot nuts?
So she also asked, how long have you been married and how many kids do you have? So I have been married 18 years and I've got 3 kids. I have twin girls. They're 12 and my son is 15, about to be 16. Jamie, same question to you. How long have you been married? How many kids you got?
27 years.
Wow.
23-year-old oldest son and 19-year-old youngest. And that's it. Same wife.
Same way.
for the whole time.
That's good.
Yeah, I guess.
It would be a break in 27.
Yeah, that
23 years, break for a year, back for 2
I would just add them together if there was more than one wife.
Kim also asked, what are our top 3 favorite tracks? Question for both of us.
Wow.
I know mine. I've already thought about this. So I'm going to go with Bristol, Daytona, and honestly, this third one for me was a challenge, but Atlanta became it. Daytona because of the history. Like, there's just something special. I think Talladega races better, in my opinion, as a super speedway, but there's just something special about a race at Daytona. Atlanta was amazing last year. Both races were extremely exciting to watch. And Bristol will always be number 1 on my list.
I'm going to go with,
and that's tracks that I've been to.
I'm going to go with Bristol, Homestead, and Daytona.
All right, Homestead's a good one.
What about road course? Let's throw in a question that Kim didn't ask. What's your favorite road course?
Watkins Glen.
Me too.
It's the fastest, and I like fast. Like, I like to see them.
I like that first turn
when they go through the S's at Watkins Glen wide open, or the chicane, or whatever the heck it's called, where they kind of go right and then back left, and then they go into the long right hand. That is my favorite.
They call it a bus stop, don't they?
Okay, maybe
they call it.
Okay, maybe yeah.
I like that first.
Yeah, okay,
turn.
yes, that's the bus stop because I think they're going downhill into the bus stop. Yeah.
And then they go downhill again after they level out.
So after Watkins Glen, it is
California?
No,
Wine
actually, it was Road America. The caution laps being 30 minutes, I didn't like, but Road America had some good racing. I thought the racing at Road America was good, but Watkins Glen's we had a big one. We had a super speedway style wreck with David Rudiman flipped or something like that one time. And that don't happen everywhere. So Watkins Glen has to be my favorite.
I'm pretty curious about the street race in Chicago.
So what do you think? What do you think it's going to be? Good, bad? I think it's going to be a complete
shit show.
100%.
But that'll give us a lot of content.
Oh, no doubt. We might have a 6-hour podcast next Monday.
Oh yeah, I'm going for the shit show.
Let's see. Jamie, what religion do you... Everybody wants to know your religion. So what religion do you identify as? I mean, I think I know this answer, but I think you're a Baptist Quaker.
Reverse it.
Quaker Baptist.
Yeah.
You're not really a Catholic.
No. I mean, just... they won't let you leave once you're baptized or born.
Yeah, but you're not.
You're stuck there.
You don't consider yourself as any type of Catholic.
My family immigrated from England to the colonies for religious freedom, and they were Quakers, and it has been that way for, I don't know, 350, 400 years.
Ever.
Yeah, forever. And so that tradition, my father was in the military. You cannot be a Quaker
in the
military because they're pacifist, which I agree with that until there's a war. You got to defend your rights. But you know what? They'll always welcome you back when you're done fighting. They have at least my family members. So, yeah, Quaker, Baptist. I went to the
Jewish
house.
And the Jewish and Catholic we can take out because you don't practice. I'm good with Quaker Baptist.
Well, as a Jew, you're Jewish through your mother. You don't get it through your father. So my dad would have been the last Jew, right?
Yeah. If that's how it really works. Then.
Yeah. I think the Torah is given, or the scriptures, or whatever they call it, it goes through the mother.
So Kim also asked...
Oh, geez, Kim. What do you want to know now?
She wanted you to find the worst Chick-fil-A review you could, so we're going to do that during the hotel reviews. Right?
Yeah, I found a couple of funny ones.
She asked, are y'all really air-conditioned salespeople? Yes, we both are.
But it's not like we...
Well, she asked, do you go to people's homes and sell to them? No. We worked for Daikin. We sell Daikin and Goodman equipment as a manufacturer to contractors, both of us.
Right. So we are like the wholesalers.
Yes.
We are,
basically. We don't do. We're B2B, business to business,
and we're not sponsored by Daikin.
No, but she asked what brand.
But I'm,
Daikin and Goodman.
She needs to buy Daikin.
Oh yeah,
because they're the best.
Yeah, yeah.
And we're not. Well, we are kind of paid by Daikin.
Yeah, that's
so
a fact.
It's not like we're
the podcast.
They don't advertise us.
But we're paid by Daikin.
Yeah, so
I mean, it's got a 12-year warranty.
Yeah,
has unit replacement warranty. I mean, other brands aren't offering that.
And for a ductless, as most people call it, a mini split,
you're not going to beat.
Yeah, we make the best.
Mitsubishi makes a good ductless too. We'll be honest.
It's a good second choice.
Yeah, exactly.
If you can't get a Daikin,
go to Mitsubishi.
And it's emergency.
Mitsubishi.
Wait,
but if you can, wait on the Daikin,
you can wait. You get a Daikin.
But if you can't, Mitsubishi is a good alternative. But no, yeah. I mean, she asked what brand, so we'll tell her. She also asked, "What's your favorite car?" Mine's Corvette. I don't even have to think about it.
My
C7.
Oh wow. Oh, yours?
Yeah, me.
Oh, okay.
Not yours.
Well,
I know yours too.
I don't have a Corvette.
No, your favorite. It's going to start with a P.
Well, the manufacturer is Porsche. And I have a Boxster S, which has the 911 engine in it, but it is between the wheelbases, not hanging out of the ass end like a 911. And that thing's a rail. And having driven, there I go. With stupidity. Having driven both cars.
You boger.
Saturday. Yeah, the Boxster, the old 76 is stuck in the 70s. So
what's more fun to drive? The newer one?
Takes a lot more skill to drive the 76 with that motor hanging off the ass end. You got to think before you turn. But no, as my wife will tell you, the Boxster's it.
I had a Corvette for years, and then we had twins, and actually we had one kid, and it was like, all right, we have one.
Well, you
put the vet.
Could you disable the airbags and put a car seat in there?
No.
You
could turn the airbag off, but I never. I had it when John was little. We had the vet still. It was a 99 vet. Was that C5 or was that the 6? That was a 5.
I think it's a 6.
What are they on now? The 8?
8.
Yeah. The C7 is my favorite.
I like the C7.
Then there was one in between. There was like the C5, which had the flip-up lights on the front, and then the C6 had the domed lights on the front. Very similar shape, but different body style. And then it was the 7
was last year. 2019 was last year, right?
Yeah. And then the 8 is the mid-engine one.
The 8 is the Ferrari killer.
Yeah. I still like the 7 better than the 8.
I like that 7.
I like the front engine because it's got the long hood like a Corvette's supposed to have. Corvettes have had long hoods since the 70s, man.
Yeah, but that new one is so badass.
I would like a 56. You know, it wasn't pointed. It was just had those sexy.
Oh, before they hid the lights.
Yes, the sexy slick curves on it.
And the curved dashboard.
Beautiful. I mean, old cars from like the 50s were just sexy, man. Like the curves.
The wings.
So much went into it. Like, it's such intricate.
Well, they were copying what? Airplanes and rockets.
Yeah, but it was just beauty, man. It was just, cars were a piece of art then. And now I think we've gotten away from that.
No, they all pretty much look similar.
Yeah, like we have a Corvette.
You have to look at the
Ferrari.
But it's better than a Ferrari and less expensive.
So, Kim, thank you for sending the email. Thanks for reaching out. We greatly appreciate you listening. And, you know, you're more than welcome to send questions. You're not limited to one email, y'all. You can send us questions every week.
Well, actually, any listener out there, for us to have the segment, we got to have emails.
I'm saying for everybody. If you listen to this show, send us an email. Send us a DM. We can't answer questions unless you reach out to us. And I don't want to have to get rid of Hirsch's segment. I actually like this segment. So
it's Hirsch's fault.
Yeah. Thanks to Hirsch. We need y'all to send us some more emails. So we got an email from KS. KS lives in Ireland. He says, Brad, have you given...
We knew we had a listener in Ireland because we got a map.
Months.
Might have 2. I forget what the map said. We're big in Ireland, though.
1%.
What was the top 3%?
It was the top 3 in our top 3 countries: America, Canada, and Ireland.
Yeah.
So KS says, or Kevin says, have you given the bloody password to Jamie? Yes.
I haven't, but I forgot it.
He forgot it. And I don't know. I'll give it to him again, but he'll forget it again. So Kevin goes on to say, I'm stuck with an American wife here in Ireland.
Does that mean he hates her? Is he sorry for marrying an American wife?
No.
No.
He says she listens.
Okay.
Her name's Lindsay, and she's from Buckhead, Georgia. Not the rich one, but the country one in East Georgia, on the way to Augusta. We know where. We know where Redneck Buckhead is.
Yeah.
Brad, you are my mate. Jamie is a gobshite. Just wanted to get that out of the way. Lindsay thinks the opposite. Thinks Jamie is her horse.
Whatever.
Lindsay makes me watch NASCAR, and I make her watch F1. So we want to make calzones for Christmas. We don't have them available here, but can get anything at our local groceria. I learned a lot of new words in this email.
Is it a grocery or is it a grosseria?
Grosseria. Maybe it's a grosseria. I don't know. I can't even say Spanish words. You think I can say Irish words?
It's got the little
Irish words.
It's got the letter with a hat on it like the French do.
So you think it's French?
What do they call that thing? The hyphen on the roof of the letter?
The asterisk?
No, that's something else.
There's a star. I don't know. A hyphen.
What do they call that thing?
We'll go with hyphen.
Is that so you can? Is it a pronunciation hashtag?
How do you think you say it? Grossia?
Grosseria.
Gross. You have to roll the O.
Can you say it like an Irish person? All I know in Irish is Lucky Charms are magically delicious. But I do consider the Irish our cousins and not the English.
Grosseria sounds like something you catch and you have to take penicillin to get rid of.
Ooh.
Kevin goes on to say, can you be a sham and make a YouTube on how they are made and your recipe? Jamie, you going to make a YouTube video and give your recipe for these calzones?
I can do that.
They listen to our podcast as they take the train to work. The two of you are my favorite American boggers. Bogers. Hey, we're trying
Boogers?
Not boogers, that'd be a you.
Well, I made a list of these words.
Yes, so we did do some research.
Because I didn't know what the heck Hirsch's buddy was saying over there in bloody Ireland.
So Jamie is a gobshite. What did we think that meant?
I thought it meant God poop.
Or plural would be gobshites.
See, and that sounds like poop. The term
one who
poop.
engages in nonsensical chatter.
So I don't know how to take this as a compliment or a ridicule.
A person of very poor judgment and unpleasant character.
Wow.
Well, he says we're his favorite American bogers or bogger. I'm going with boger. That's what the hell you got a coochie?
A culchie is another term in Ireland for bogger, boog, whatever.
Isn't it like redneck?
Yeah, it says someone from a remote part of Ireland.
Yeah, so
that's a redneck.
Yeah. So I think that's
You've been called a redneck twice today. Me only once. You're winning the redneck race.
I think I get called a redneck every single. I think Hirsch called me a redneck.
Did he?
I believe he did. I've been called an Irish redneck now, but we're his favorites. So I think.
All right, so it's a compliment.
Even if you're a gobshite,
so I'll shoot a video on how to make a proper Italian calzone.
So grosseria is the grocery store.
But Brad's going to have to edit it because that's beyond my abilities.
Oh,
so we're both going to make the video.
The calzone video?
Yeah, I'll have to shoot the... we'll figure it out.
So, that's what Kevin said, or KS said. Kevin, I think his name's Kevin, so I keep calling him Kevin.
What's a horse?
A horse? Oh, yeah, we got more words. You got a horse. You're Lindsay's favorite horse. That's like a mate, a fella. It's not derogatory.
A ShamWow?
A sham is a dude.
I thought it was like a guy from Jersey selling
ShamWow is
diapers to clean your car with.
ShamWow is a rag that absorbs like 10 gallons of water before you have to wring it out.
Yeah, he had to get two 5-gallon buckets to squeeze it out, didn't he?
So that was from KS. So KS, Kevin, we greatly appreciate the email, man. Send us another one.
Anyone else out there?
If we got any of the meaning of these words wrong, let us know, Kevin.
What's our email again? Because I don't remember.
The email is racecarbackwardspod@gmail.com, or you can go to racecarbackwards.com and our email address is there. You can also DM us on Twitter at carbackwards. I'm on Twitter. It's Dill, Dill_yeah 406. And Jamie's also on Twitter. It's at JamesFarrow3, correct?
I think so.
Yeah. So you can check, you can reach out to us there as well.
Hey, we
don't care how you reach out. Just reach out.
Yeah, just reach out.
So,
but Brad, did you see how many views we got on our Porsche repair in your garage?
On
Twitter?
No, quite a bit.
Yeah.
Cool.
I shot it over to Jeff Gordon.
I'm glad we did that. I mean,
I didn't.
We did 2 hours of work in 45 minutes.
Yeah. Changed the tensioner pulley and the belt.
So before we jump into hotel reviews, Jamie, I just want to give a few shout outs and say thank you to some listeners
that we know. If we don't know you, email us and ridicule us and we'll read it.
You can be nice or you cannot be nice.
You
can be like Hirsch or you can be like Kim.
We'll be your gobshites or your boogers, or whatever they're called.
Boogers. So our OG listener, Scott from Southwest Virginia, Janet, Brandon, a.k.a. Chaos. We appreciate you guys listening. Teasley boys, Josh and Brian. Thanks, guys. KB, both of them. We appreciate both of you from listening.
The Atlanta and the Macon KB.
Yep. F1 Robert, thanks for listening. Mom and Dad, because my mom and dad both listen. Uncle Mike, the sober one, thanks for listening.
And my drunk Uncle Mike, he can't find a phone to listen.
He can't access the internet.
Well, his flip phone doesn't work too well.
Hirsch and Wendy, the speech therapist, thank y'all for listening. Kim,
oh, yeah, I forgot about Hirsch's wife, the speech therapist.
That's who corrected us.
And he's a lawyer.
Yeah.
We need legal advice sometimes, Hirsch.
Well, he sponsors the whole segment. Don't even pay for it.
Pro bono.
Free.
Yeah.
Kim, happy birthday. KS, Kevin, and Lindsay from Redneck Buckhead, thank y'all for listening. And Cousin Stu, appreciate you listening. Who else you got?
I was just going to say dittos or dildos.
Dildos. Dittos.
Dittos.
We name everybody? I miss anyone?
I'm sure we miss. Well, we've got a bunch of listeners. We don't even know who they are.
Yeah, so send
They're
us
from
an
around
email.
the world.
Oh, people email us.
We even have a listener in Australia.
Well, the email thing is fairly new, so.
It's been on our website for a long time. We're actually going to clean up the website because it's slow. We found out with all those links, the 44 links, that it slows down the website, and it's basically a free website. So we're going to go down to like 3 or 5.
Something like that. We're going to slim it up some.
Yeah.
Trim it down.
Maybe sell some merch, not because it'll make us money, because we think it's funny.
We're going to make the race car spelled backwards. You part like a moron cards.
Yeah, we'll sell those.
Are you some kind of idiot card? All right, where are we going?
Well, what is this, stop 4?
Stop number 4.
Oklahoma City, which is the halfway mark pretty much.
Halfway for the Cannonball Run.
Should I start with the Chick-fil-A reviews since it was requested?
We can.
I found, as I was looking for Chick-fil-A, some other funny things. First is, this is on Trustpilot. And he doesn't give his name, but he says, I must come clean about Don. D-O-N, Don. This guy hates Chick. Fred Williams did the review in the U.S. He does not like his brother Don. This is Chick-fil-A in Houston. Hello, my brother is Don. I worked with him for a bit, but after what he has done to our family, I'm afraid we have disowned him. Don has crossed the line and assaulted every member of our family.
Wow.
I have told him of how people hate him, and he called me a slur. What? Just a slur?
Stupid slur.
Brad, you're a slur.
You're a slur. I hate you.
Don will be punished, do not worry. As for Chick-fil-A itself, hiring Don is a 1-star immediately. Houston Chick-fil-A.
I mean, He's really pissed at his brother Don.
He is.
What do you think his name is? Ben?
No, it's Fred. It's right there. Fred Williams.
Fred Williams.
So it's Don Williams.
Fred and Don Williams of the Chick-fil-A in Houston.
Boy, they got a family.
Why you give Chick-fil-A a bad review because you don't like your... And why you going to air your dirty laundry out in a Chick-fil-A Trustpilot review?
Okay, so I went to Yelp for the same Chick-fil-A.
Ooh.
Since it was requested. And this is Darlene G.
You notice you couldn't find any bad reviews around Georgia Chick-fil-A's?
I could, Stockbridge.
Oh, yeah.
That's horrible.
I hate it.
Yeah, that's the absolute worst Chick-fil-A in all of Georgia.
I like the Chick-fil-A food, but I hate their line system. Even though it's fast, it just stresses me out.
I've had bad food at the Stockbridge
17,
Chick-fil-A.
17 lanes to place an order, and you...
Then we all have to merge.
Yeah, then that's the problem in Georgia. Merging.
And we don't know how to do a roundabout. Why are you going to make us merge?
That's all they need to do at Chick-fil-A is throw in a few roundabouts. That really pissed me off.
Don't go out of business then.
All right, what did Darlene say?
Darlene.
Daryl's sister.
She says service is ass.
Ooh. Straight up.
Uh-huh. The man who took my order smelled like cigarettes and ass.
Dude, that sounds like a good country music song.
Then gave me some boo-boo ass McDonald's ketchup packets. Did it say McDonald's on it?
Boo-boo.
Boo-boo ass McDonald's ketchup packets.
I don't know what that is.
I think they just say hi. They got an M on it. They got the gold M. Because I love McDonald's. Or as I call it, McDonald's.
Lemonade.
Lemonade tastes like straight up like booty water.
That's some booty water.
Well, Darlene,
cigarettes and ass.
I'm sorry your service was so bad and everything tastes like booty water and ass, but I question you. How do you know what ass and booty water tastes like? Just a thought.
Cigarettes and ass sounds like a song from this band I used to listen to. Gosh, it was the Pantera. It was the guys from Pantera rolled off and made it. I can't think of the name of them. That'll come to me randomly in a minute.
So
go ahead.
Then I went with this is in Oklahoma City, since we're going to stop there. We won't be eating here, but this is for Popeyes Louisiana Chicken. It says pubic hair in my biscuits, the title. They didn't give a name. Ordered a combo plate in the early evening. Staff was loud and obnoxious. And horse playing. Oh, there's horse again. In the back. Food was barely okay, but I had better Popeyes at other locations. I bit into my biscuit and pulled out a black pubic hair that was baked into it and not on top. I started to gag and asked for the manager. She started to defend the workers, stating that they all had food handlers' licenses. How does a pubic hair get in there without it being placed there on purpose? The manager refunded the meal and apologized. This completely ruined my taste for Popeyes. Never again. I agree with you.
Never again.
Yeah.
I don't like Popeyes anyway.
I don't
like Popeyes. I don't like Church's. I don't like any of those chicken places. KFC.
Well, pubic hair in your teeth is kind of like...
That's nasty, dude.
It's thicker than normal hair. You can floss with it.
Even worse.
All right, so
I was trying to find the name of that band. I think it's called Alcohol and Ass. That's the name of the. That's an Alcohol and Ass. Hauling Ass is what I think it says, or maybe it's Alcohol and Ass. Alcohol hauling ass, or is it Alcohol and Ass? I can't remember the name of the band though. You don't know the name of that band?
No.
Oh man, come on, really?
No.
I'm giving you. Did they sing that song, Alcohol and Ass?
I'm Gen X, dude. We're all about grunge.
All right, where are we going next?
Feeling bad for ourselves because the boomers
I can't believe I can't think of the name of that
treat us like poop.
All right, where are we going?
All right, this dude's
I know the name of the band.
What's the name of the band?
Hell Yeah.
Hell Yeah.
And the name of the song was Alcohol and Ass. One word. Or two words. See, Alcohol and...
It's on your playlist.
Ass. Yeah, well, I looked up alcohol. I was looking it up.
Oh, you spelled it wrong. And it gave you all kinds of weird stuff.
You think my spelling's good? You'd be the first person to say I'm a good speller. All right.
This is Joseph C. Wolf, Motel 6, OKC,
Okay.
Oklahoma City.
That's
He
where
is
it's at.
from the Czech Republic of Prague. No, that's Prague is of the Czech Republic. Geography, math, and English is not my forte.
Sorry, killing me.
I booked this Motel 6 because of the fact that they are pet friendly. I've been driving for Virginia, headed home to Los Angeles for the holidays. Well, why did you say you're from the Czech Republic then, if Los Angeles is your home? I was very tired after driving 14 hours straight. Oh, we're going to be real tired after 40 hours straight, aren't we?
45.
45. You think? I'm going below 45. I'm under.
That's why I had to say 45 and a half.
I didn't even bother to read the reviews.
That's your first
dude,
mistake right there.
Joseph.
You deserve whatever else happens to you.
Yeah.
It's your fault. You did not properly investigate the shithole you were going to stay in.
But he did put photos. If you guys want to go look at it, you can see it. It's pretty disgusting.
Yeah, most of the time they are.
First, the window is a bit broken from one side, and you can hear every single car and truck drive by on I-40. Hey, that's what we're taking all the way to California. Yay.
Yeah, that's why we picked this hotel, remember? It's on the way.
Yeah. Second, it is freaking cold. Is freaking Czechoslovakian? Friken. Oh, yeah, that's probably Czechoslovakian. It's friken cold.
Gotta say it right.
I can feel the cold air sneaking into the gap on the window.
Okay.
I turned the heater on and it resembled a jet engine. Well, he should be warm at least.
At least it worked.
And then he
They're in our Daytona heater.
prefaces it as, yes, that loud. Third, some chick was very loud in the room next door, completely woke me up. I didn't know if she was getting fucked or being choked. Huh.
I was not expecting that.
It could be both. I've seen on the
Does he describe the smell?
I've seen on the Netflix, and that's quite the thing, choking during sex.
Yeah. I don't have
Kung Fu died from choking himself during one man's sex.
Kung Fu.
Remember the star of Kung Fu?
No.
Remember that band In Excess?
No. NX.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You don't remember him?
I mean, I know
They
you're talking
died
about,
before
but I
your
don't know
time?
about him.
He died choking his chicken with a noose around his neck in a hotel. So it's quite the thing. So as I heard, this is Joseph again. As I heard more clearly being wide awake, I hear her and some dude arguing, probably getting high. I wish I would have read the reviews before I paid. This is the worst Motel 6 I've stayed in. One thing from the looks of this place, narcotics police probably broke that window and frame, and looks like the door was kicked in as well. I'm on the third floor facing the freeway while my vehicle and trailer are on the opposite side of the building. That is on my mind as well, especially with freaky people all around the outside. Sounds like the freaky people are next door too.
Exactly.
The office clerk told me not to worry since they've got cameras all around. LOL. That just made me worry more. LOL.
That's because the office manager's out there ganking your stuff out of your car while you're sleeping.
While you're listening to the porno shop next door.
That's a distraction.
I really hope to get a few more hours of sleep until he woke up to write the review. Wow. I really hope to get a few more hours of sleep in order to get my $40 a night's worth.
You don't even sleep and you got your $40 a night worth.
Yeah. I will definitely pay a bit more for a cleaner and safer hotel on my next stop. You know what? I think Brad and I would split the $20 a piece just for content.
Stop by.
Yeah. Lesson learned.
Lesson learned.
All right. We got you there, old Joseph Wolf.
All right, dude. I got to piss.
We are going to America's Best Value Inn by Isabella M. She lives in Lawndale, California, and this is a Yelp review.
Yep.
She goes really into it.
I see that, dude. It's like 2.5 pages.
Whatever you do, do not check in here ever.
All right,
my friends and I, total of 3, were coming from Kansas City and stopping by Oklahoma for a place to sleep.
So she's saying she only has 3 friends?
Yeah, that's a lot of people in one room.
Poor girl.
We have made reservations through Booking.com and looked through the pictures, and they portrayed a different picture. Then, when we got there, as we approached the inn, we noticed there was a lot of people hanging around the outside of the rooms, blasting music, smoking, and possibly prostitution. We get to the door to check in, where we are faced with a locked door and a sign that said, "We'll be back." We waited for about 10 minutes until someone actually came to help us.
What you thought they were smoking?
Crack?
That's what I was thinking. Based on other reviews we've read over the last year.
Yeah. Or marijuana. I don't know about the legality of marijuana in OKC.
I think it's illegal.
It's in the belt of Bibles.
Yeah. I'm thinking it's still illegal in there. I don't think it even passed in Kansas yet.
I don't even know at my church, the Society of Friends, what their stand is on legalization.
Because y'all don't talk at church.
No, we sit there and
look at each other.
Oh, we wait for God to inspire us.
The first one to get up to leave has
Yesterday, I got up to leave and they thought I had an inspiration from God. They said, "Brother Pharaoh, do you have anything?" I said, "Yeah, I'm going home."
Can I be inspired too?
Well,
as a visitor?
Aren't you going to come?
Are you allowed to be inspired as a visitor?
See, the beauty of my religion is because there is no speaking and there is no...
So there's no judging.
There's no judging. You can be whatever you want to be while you're sitting there or for your whole entire life. And we're just sitting there concentrating or whatever you want to call it, yogiating.
Y'all have quiet time, basically. This is adult
quiet time.
Quaker,
yes, exactly.
Quakerism is nothing but adult quiet time.
Occasionally someone gets inspired by God, and they feel if you have something to say, it's God's impression, and the belief is that
you need to say
we have God's light in us, all of us, every human being. So it's very welcoming and relaxing.
I've read a little bit on it, just because of you, but...
So we're back to prostitution. There is no prostitution at the Atlanta Friends Meeting House.
The segue from Quakerism to prostitution is just that.
You know, we had one. We had a meeting house in Macon, but it died with COVID.
You're going to have to get a new one so you don't have to drive all the way across the country.
I'm going to start it in Forsyth. The Forsyth Meeting House.
At your house?
No.
Your neighbors?
No.
Chick-fil-A?
Those are my Baptist relatives next door.
Chick-fil-A's closed on Sunday so you can use their parking lot.
That's true. And they're Christians, just like the Society of Friends.
Yeah, here you go. It's a win-win for all.
And you know, for those people that are like hardcore crazy.
Have you ever thought about opening...
Do you know we have the evangelical Quakers? So if you want to be crazy, hateful.
Are they capitalist?
Oh, Quakers are very capitalist, dude.
So could we Could we have a Friends of Light meeting from like 9 to 10 and then from 11 to...
Talk business?
11 to, let's say 4, serve chicken sandwiches out of a food truck in the Chick-fil-A parking lot?
Yeah, that'd be
on
cool.
Sunday?
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A's closed.
It's almost a sin to be working for someone else.
I saw that online somewhere. It said you could open a food truck and sell chicken sandwiches out of the Chick-fil-A parking lot on Sunday and call it Side Chick Food Truck.
Yeah. Or Side Chick.
All right. Back to prostitutes and drugs.
Yeah. We get to the door to check in where we are faced with a locked door and a sign that said, "We'll be back." We waited about 10 minutes till someone actually came to help us. We had reserved a non-smoking room only to be given keys that led to a smoking chamber.
What the heck?
It was terrible.
They have a smoking section in a smoking room?
They have a chamber in the room, it sounds like.
Chamber? Is that like some...
It's like where you hog tie someone and put cigars in their mouth or cigarettes. There was a hole in walls.
All right, Clint.
Well, hold it. Look at this. There's one hole in walls, so it's singular plural.
Maybe there's one hole through the
whole
walls.
Yeah, someone shot like a .50 caliber, and it went through multiple rooms.
Well, so the guy peeking in your bathroom could also peek into the bedroom.
The bathroom was dirty. Everything was worn out. We decided to go back and ask for a refund. The clerk, Fernando, they're calling you out, Fernando, said that he was going to give us a free upgrade because he barely noticed that we had reserved a non-smoking room. We asked to see the room first due to the misleading pictures and experience of the first room. That was smart. The room he offered did look better, and we decided to take this upgrade.
You're at an American's Best Value Inn. How much of an upgrade is an upgrade? You know what I mean? What's that like? No shit in the covers?
Pretty much. We got into the room. We began to hear very disturbing paranormal noises. What? This is our second ghost
They had
of the
ghosts?
whole season.
Okay, that's not something that can be controlled by housekeeping, though.
No. Do you know what I don't know what a paranormal noise is.
Ooh.
Could have been someone having sex next door, though, right? The last guy heard sex.
Yeah, but he didn't describe it as a paranormal noise, though. So paranormal would be
Chains rattling? That kind of thing?
Scrooge, I am the ghost of Christmas past. That's paranormal activity. That's how it sounds.
Look, it says afterward, paranormal noises, and we could not keep up anymore. What does that mean? We went back and returned the keys and decided to go somewhere else. Yes, I understand that the inn is very inexpensive. However, there should be quality service of maintaining the inn and customer service for customers that are perhaps willing to pay a bit more for it. Now, I've got a point to make because it's Christmas season.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus was born in essentially a manger, which was in a barn.
Mm-hmm.
Some people say it was in a cave.
Which was probably cleaner than the American Best Value Inn.
You know, and I looked at them. They're not owned by Oyo or Wyndham.
That's because even they won't touch them.
Yeah, they're like, wow, they don't meet our franchise requirements.
When you don't meet the Wyndham or Oyo franchise requirements, you are Beach House Inn worthy. So
See,
I'm thinking Americans. We've had other Americans Best Value Inns on this show,
we have.
and they're always
Crappy.
crap, junk, shaholes,
So
boggers.
if Jesus and Mary had all these different ways to rate hotels, what do you think they would say about the hotel in Bethlehem that said, oh, we don't have any rooms, but we'll rent you a manger?
Them yuppities.
Wow.
Yuppity yups.
So she goes on. The clerk even mentioned that he wasn't scared of anyone, and the customers or people hanging around should be more terrified of them. I don't understand. Who's them? The ghost?
Yeah.
Okay. The poltergeist?
Probably. I mean, you hear the chains rattling, so.
Or that was Joe Biden looking for his applesauce.
Jill. Puddin'.
You think Donald Trump would steal his applesauce and hide it, even though it was top secret applesauce?
Yeah, but Biden would still lie about it.
On Twitter.
Yeah. He didn't steal my applesauce.
Oh,
I ate it.
Jill,
Who pooped my pants?
that's not my poop. It's green. It's green poop, Jill. I don't do that.
Oh, Lars. Who?
After finally checking us in, she goes out. She's confused about the timeline. Have you noticed that about her? After finally checking us in at the rate we had reserved through Travelocity, we settled into our rooms only to receive a phone call 20 minutes later that we need to come back to the office. Mr. Patel, that must be Fernando's last name. The manager told, it's the manager now.
That was my old doctor's last name.
Patel?
Yeah.
Well, he's the manager of Fernando. Told us our Travelocity reservation had been canceled and that we need to check out and recheck in at double the rate. Have you noticed in our travels, like the Beach House Inn did that to us?
Yep.
They don't want to pay the fee.
No, and then they charge
to the
us more.
booking
Then they
or
charge us more.
Travelocity, and then they wouldn't refund it.
Then they make more money off of us.
Uh-huh. So they really scammed us. But would you hold an open room for us? I reserved that room 6 months in advance.
Well, we heard that lady in North Wilkesboro was remember the blue hair crew that was in there?
Yeah.
And they were saying that they called the Holiday Inn directly, and the woman at the register said, no, you called Holiday Inn, but it goes to a third-party booking service unless you ask for the front desk of this specific hotel. Which is actually, I found out, the same with Hilton, Marriott, everybody. All their calls go directly to a third party who they pay a fee to book it, so they don't have to staff the people to book it. But if you ask for, say you're looking at the Holiday Inn in North Wilkesboro, you would say, give me the front desk, please, for the North Wilkesboro Holiday Inn location. Then you pay a lower rate, and you don't go through a third party. So you pay a lower rate. You pay what their current rate is.
Yeah, I read an article in the Wall Street Journal. Most of these call centers are farmed to India or Philippines.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, they refused to do it with the double booking. But Mr. Patel grew very heated instantly, and an argument ensued, at which point he simply demanded we check out. Well, he didn't check you in. Mr. Patel began yelling at other customers. Wow, he lost his shit. At other customers in the lobby as well. We were kicked out of his hotel because we refused to pay double the rate after we had already checked in and paid. All right, so I think whatever her name was just lost her shit.
Isabella?
Yeah, she couldn't handle it. She was writing this while she was getting screamed at.
Oh, yeah.
It was extremely unconscionable behavior. Man, that was hard for me to say. An intimidating attempt at price gouging. I will never stay at American's Best Value Inn again.
Amen.
And I made complaints through their corporate office that this was an absolute worst hotel experience of my life. Well, you know what, Isabella? They don't care.
Not at all.
They got your money.
They have zeros giving.
Thankfully, we were able to find a room at the Days Inn up the street, which was much nicer and cleaner anyway.
That's the Days Inn by Wyndham.
Yeah, it is.
You know how much cleaner that was.
They were very friendly to boot.
To boot.
What does that mean?
To boot.
That's old language from the 1870s, isn't it?
Isabella didn't get mad about the feces stains on the sheets.
Yeah. They told us they received a lot of customers who had trouble with this branch of America's Best Value Inn. Do not stay here. The owner-managers are unkind. Will rip you off. Do not take good care at the rooms and don't deserve your business. Huh.
I agree. They definitely don't deserve your business.
So this is a Wyndham here from Cheyenne Smith. You can't not cover at least.
Yeah, you got to have at least one Wyndham.
Don't waste your time.
Was this the Days Inn right up the street?
This is actually. Because I went and looked it up. I want to see how good it was. It's not rated very well.
You leave America's
It's like a
Best
2.6, and then America's Best Value was like a 2.1.
We were trying to figure out what it means to be upgraded at America's Best Value. That means you go to Days Inn.
Owned by the same Fernando Patel. Well, they give it a 1 out of 5. They say, don't waste your time or money here. My father-in-law booked me a room for a week. And upon entry, I noticed the TV in my room was broken, screen shattered. Went to front desk. Lady up front basically told me tough luck. No offer to get another TV. No effort to fix the issue whatsoever. The next day, I needed to do my laundry. I went to the front desk, got change for a $5 bill, and the woman gave me change. Then told me where First Laundry was. I get to the, what, is that the name of the laundry company?
There's a laundromat down the street.
I get to the laundry room to see there is only one washer and one functioning dryer.
Maybe that's what first laundry means.
Yes, it means.
One.
First floor, maybe?
One. Only one works. It wasn't first, it was one laundry.
Have you noticed some of the worst reviews are the same people that you color in the Walmart coloring book?
Yes. All 37 pages are reviewed.
So I see that it's full of dirty water and cannot be used. I go back up to my room and spend 45 minutes hand washing some of my clothes in the old bathtub. Wow. I wouldn't do that. I go back. Wouldn't it be cheaper to go to Target and just
throw them away.
Get some clothes. I go back down to the laundry area and try to use the dryer. It does not work either. I'm so angry. I could breathe fire.
Well, that would dry your clothes.
She actually did all caps. Is that like when you're too lazy to do an exclamation point?
Maybe.
There's more work to do it all capitalized.
Yeah, her.
Fire! That's how she wrote it. I go back up to the front desk to be told by the same woman, all capitalized too, that the laundry room is out of service. The woman, this is all capitalized too. The woman just told me an hour ago that the laundry room was open.
I don't think that's what capitalizing does.
I don't think so.
Slow it down.
And gave me quarters for my $5 bill. My boyfriend goes back to the front desk after we calmed down and asks the man politely, wasn't it a woman before?
They would have swapped. I mean, This whole $5 thing is making me suspicious.
Yeah. If we can have our $5 bill in exchange for the quarters since the laundry is out of order. She rudely screams at my boyfriend, telling him they do not refund money. That's not really a refund, though, is it?
I don't know. This woman's crazy.
We were talking to the kind man behind the desk, not the woman who was not behind the desk.
Oh, okay.
My boyfriend yells her, "We want our $5 back. We want our $5 back!" I mean, because she wasted our time.
The moon-eyed people want it in quarters too, remember?
Yeah.
I said
quarters.
I said quarters.
He needs to stay at this hotel.
Yes.
Then he can run around in his diaper, naked, throwing quarters in the air.
Screaming, I said quarters. I said quarters.
We didn't need $5 worth of quarters if the laundry room didn't work. She proceeded to tell him one of the dryers worked after she had just told me it was out of order. This whole time, she is sitting in the waiting area on her rear, not doing a darn thing. She put darn.
Yeah.
I am very frustrated and will highly advise everyone to steer clear of this location. The hotel's a joke. No functioning TVs. Cox cable not paid for.
Well, if the TV doesn't function,
how does she know it's Cox?
Yeah, and how do you know it's not paid for?
No laundry. Mind you, this is a very large hotel. Do not waste time or money here. That's what I got.
If a moon-eyed hillbilly would have jumped out of one of those washing machines.
Are there hillbillies in
OKC?
Yeah, I think there are.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Isn't that where Uncle Jeb was from the Beverly Hillbillies? It wasn't Texas. Wasn't it Oklahoma?
He was a poor mountaineer, but he kept his family fed. Then one day he was shooting at some food, and up through the ground came a bubbling crude. Oil, that is.
Texas tea.
They don't say where he's from in that song.
For some reason, I'm thinking Oklahoma.
Hey, California is the place you ought to be, so he loaded up his truck and he moved
the family. So let's
moved to Beverly.
To Beverly, that's right. So let's go. Where are the Beverly Hillbillies from?
Somebody's listening.
Because they go back home, and this was a show that's been rerun so much that my mother watched it first run.
Oh, I've watched this show. This is one I would enjoy.
Yeah, it was on TBS all the time when we were kids. It might still be on TBS.
I have the first couple seasons of this show on DVD. So,
oh, they were from Missouri.
Oh, that's not Oklahoma.
The Ozarks.
Man,
do they really have oil in Missouri?
Well, Uncle Jed found it.
He did, but is that a lot? Were they selling us a dream?
That's all the government's ever sold us is a dream.
Pretty much.
You're not going to get any of it.
There is.
At least we have Twitter to find out the truth now.
Oh my goodness. There is.
What, oil?
Yeah.
Duh.
It was discovered in Missouri after the Civil War.
Well,
when people were drilling for oil wells. Doesn't say anything about a hillbilly shooting a gun.
Moon-eyed?
Yeah.
No moon-eyed?
Yeah. Wow. Wouldn't have guessed.
That's all we got this week. You got anything else?
That's it.
This is it, guys. Like I said, it's our season finale. We will be back with season 2. We'll probably have more stuff this week or this month, knowing us. Plan is to be back on the 9th, though.
Well, I'm going to make calzones this weekend and for Christmas because they're that good. So
yeah, so what was
that hillbilly from Ireland's name?
Kevin from Ireland. KS from Ireland.
What was his last name? Was it Irish like?
I don't remember.
Oh, hold it. It's on.
Well, he might not want you reading his last name on the podcast.
Oh, well, I was just checking to see it is an Irish type last name.
Yeah, he said he's Irish and he's stuck married to a redneck from Buckhead, Georgia.
The redneck Buckhead,
yeah,
not the rich Buckhead.
Yeah, Lindsay from redneck Buckhead, Georgia.
Do you think she likes being called redneck Lindsay from Buckhead, Georgia?
No, she's not redneck. She's Lindsay from redneck Buckhead.
I've been to Buckhead. Of course, it's over by Lake Oconee. There's a lot of billionaires that live over there. She could be rich.
You know, I always looked at it like a deer head.
Yeah, mounted
Yeah, that's
by
what
a taxidermist.
that's what it wasn't the buckhead over by Atlanta. That one never made me picture a deer. But if you get off at
You pictured polos for that one, didn't you?
If you're on 20 and you're going towards Augusta and you get off 20 in Buckhead, there used to be a sign right at the stop sign of the exit ramp that had a taxidermy shop to the right. And for some reason, that's why it made me think about a deer head whenever I saw buckhead on the highway just at that sign because of that taxidermy sign.
Do you know there's like a 4-H camp in Buckhead too?
Yeah, I've been there. When I was in elementary school, we went there.
For those of you that live in the cities, 4-H is quite a thing in the country.
Yeah, it's a redneck thing.
Growing your hogs, growing your cows.
That's what us hillbillies do.
This is my best ear of corn.
Yep.
Look, I got the biggest pumpkin.
I had the biggest piece of squash last year at 4-H.
Look at this squash. It looks just like that sex sandal that Brad's talking about on
the golden penis.
The podcast.
Well, like I said, we plan on being back with season 2 on January 9th. Just stay up, watch us on Twitter, check us out on there. We'll keep you posted on what's going on. And I'm sure by the time Christmas comes and goes, we'll be bored and at least want to have a conversation.
We'll podcast at least on the.
We'll do it on the YouTube or on the Zoom and put it on YouTube. So bonus episodes, but we appreciate everyone for listening. Thank y'all for season 1. It's been a lot of fun. Can't wait to do it again next year.
And if we didn't mention your name as a listener,
let us know.
Send us an email.
We're sorry.
We'll read it.
We'll make sure.
Tell us whether you want your full name to be read.
Well, we didn't. We gave everybody a nickname pretty much today. I mean, you got Scott from Southwest Virginia.
F1 Rob.
F1 Rob, yeah. Macon KB, Atlanta KB. Janet from Twitter. So
that's pretty much it.
We got a lot.
I know. Uncle Mike, sober
Mike. So
yeah.
Well, thanks everyone who listens and follows us, who shares our show on social media each week. We greatly appreciate it. We love each and every one of y'all. Thank y'all so much.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Yep. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast on Apple. Leave us a review.
Do it on YouTube. Help us get live streaming unlocked.
Yes, make sure you go to our YouTube channel. Subscribe there. We need 50 subscribers before the Cannonball Run so we can live stream the Cannonball Run. Check us out on Spotify and rate us. Follow us on Twitter. We're at Car Backwards.
Do you think we can get Putin to rate us?
Putin already has the rate us.
He got rate us, but is there a shot for the rate us he's got?
Not the strand.
Not that strand?
No, he's got the COVID 1984.
Oh, he's OG COVID.
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
Remember, at Car Backwards on Twitter. You can hit us there. You can shoot us a DM. Shoot us questions there. We'll read those on the show. It doesn't matter how you get them to us. Just get them to us. You can email us. It's racecarbackwardspod@gmail.com. And check out our website. We're racecarbackwards.com. Other than that, y'all have a good one.
It's a wrap. Merry Christmas, everyone. Happy New Year.
Yep. Thank y'all for season 1. It was great. Thanks for listening to a race car spelled backwards.